Now I'm unmuted. Hey, hello everybody. How are you? Welcome to the BREN CHONG CUP 3. I'm just realizing to keep an eye on something real quickly here, folks. Let me just go ahead and pull this out one more time for 1 second now. Oh, that's Revel's beautiful face. And now it's back to me. Hope you're all doing well, ready for a great day of Clash Royale in the North American region here of the BREN CHONG CUP 3. That's right, North American and Central American NACA, of course. Today it looks like it's all the U.S. and Mexico, so it's a full NA day. I was right the first time. Give you a shout-out, John Ketchum? Absolutely not. Line up today, Rockstar, the famous content creator out of Mexico. Magma, also on the docket, who has represented America before in international competition. Betfas, the well-known Expo player. We'll see what else other tricks he has in his bag. I'm Edwin. You are, well, nice to meet you, Edwin. Never met you before, but hope you do well today. Bag, of course, very popular here in the US of A. And the Sniper Master himself, just featured recently on my channel in a great matchup against Mohammed Light. Anaban. So we'll see if Anaban can snipe his way. That's going to be a great matchup. Bag and Anaban. Wow, two creative players who do weird, snipey, off-meta stuff. That's the one I want to see, and that's our third matchup of the day. Let's go. That's going to be a super-duper fun one. Can't wait for it. And those of you who came here from Twitter might have seen little announcement that I made on Le Twitter, but we are going to have a guest today. We'll see what time he gets here. He's a little busy at the moment, but we're going to get him in eventually. DiegoE, Team Liquid World Champion DiegoE will be joining us today at some point through today's event, and I'm super excited about that. It's going to be good to get Diego here on the stream. Let's see. I'm getting a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes not being sent often enough. I don't even know what that means for this keyframe frequency, but, you know, hopefully the stream is looking good enough. That's all I know. You should come to Italy, says Tommaso Zicella. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I've been to Italy. I have been to Rome and Florence. That's what's up. Rome, cool city. Florence, also pretty neat. Quiet, but still fun. I enjoyed Florence. It was very nice. I've done some traveling through Europe. So what's the plan today? Well, it's duel mode. What does that mean? Well, each player brings in 3 completely unique decks during the best of 3. You play Fireball game number 1, no Fireball game 2, no Fireball game 3. If you don't know what duel mode is by now, kind of surprised that you're here, to be honest. But I'll keep on explaining it because that's part of the gig. Waiting for game number 1 over on the... whatchamacallit, the side from the clean feed. Revel right now, who organizes these events, is like putting up people's Twitter comments and doing a bunch of extra stuff here, so we'll get there. Florence is your city. Tommaso, Florence. Great food. I enjoyed it tremendously. I didn't get to explore much outside of the, touristy parts of it, but, I got over the river once in Florence. If you come back, let us know. We'll take you eating a nice Florentina steak. Ooh. I might have to now, dude. I have to bring Mrs. Slayton out there with me. Game number 1 on its way. Let's get into it. Who's it going to be? That's right, Magma and Rockstar. Rockstar, the very, very, very popular content creator out of Mexico. And Magma, again, solid player out of the US of A. Has been sort of on the outskirts, has represented Team USA in some international competition, but really looking to take that next step into being like a top tier player out of America. We'll see if he can make that happen. Hopefully this is one of those big steps in that direction today for Magma, who's going Drill, Wall Breakers, Magic Archer, all those pieces together. Very interesting combination. Wall Breakers and Drill together have been around quite a bit, but Magic Archer, a unique entry into that deck. Let's see. Commander Golem with a sub here on Twitch, and Beast. I'm on both Twitch and YouTube, by the way, wherever you're watching. Thanks so much for being there. Commander Golem, which, I have to say that I hope you saw my poem on Twitter the other day because, I'm not a big Golem fan, but I'm a fan of you, Commander Golem, and Beast. Thank you very much for your Twitch Prime sub, both of you guys. The support is super duper cool. One of the players playing right now. How are you? I'm well. Let's see. Well, there's different streamers, different folks. I really like, if you're not a big fan of EP7, I'm here sometimes. I think Eric is amazing. I think his insight is phenomenal. And I really love watching his streams. I peek in fairly often. But, different strokes for different folks. Some people really like Limp Bizkit. Some people think that it's unlistenable. So, that's why there's different streamers for everybody, folks. Magic Archer not working on the tower, but doing a lot of work here on the support troops, and now connects. This has just so far been all Magma all the way. Rockstar went with a weird deck for the Drill meta. You have to expect you're going to face Drill at some point. And having no Drill counters whatsoever, not really into that one. So this should be difficult. Now, Loon, I do like Loon against Drill decks overall. But I don't think this one's going to work out well for him. Eric does a great job, State05 Joe. Yeah, Eric is awesome. I love working with him in CRL, and I love tuning into his streams, but everyone has their own different feelings, I guess. Let's see. Ali Khan on YouTube saying, yeah, hey, Rich, yesterday Igor went 2-3 on group stage and finished 4th. Does that mean he's already out? We'll have another chance. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's a double round robin, but I could be wrong. Chance qualifying in the Clash of Clans. Oh, this guy again. You're going to get timed out, and then next one's going to be banned if you keep on promoting that league that I have nothing to do with in my chat. Thank you. And Rockstar, not feeling his best after going with a really, really wacko deck choice for the meta that we're in. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Drill, Goblin Drill, is it's popular. It's pretty big. I don't know if you guys are aware of that one. So I don't know about playing a deck with no Drill counters in it. What you gonna do? Can I come to your house in Cali? Well, Tommaso, if I still lived in California, you could, but I don't. I live in Texas now. I'm in California for the summer. It's very confusing. I'm in Montana sometimes, I'm in California sometimes, I'm in Texas sometimes, but I do live in Texas now. But you can come visit in Texas. Let's see. Hey, guys, if you do get into fights in my chat, I'll just time out people and eventually ban people. So be excellent to each other, everyone out there in chat. I have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes for my own channel. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's no notification on Twitch. You know, I'm not really a Twitch streamer. Is this on Twitch? Yes. Am I a Twitch streamer? No. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I guess there should be a notification, but I don't know what I'm doing on Twitch. So, oh well. Yeah, I am still in Austin for those of you asking. Texas, interesting state. Best state to visit first, U.S. I mean, California is where it's at, bro. Let's be honest. How do you guys reckon Clash Royale going to rework Fire Spirit so long Bug doesn't suffer too badly? I don't know if they're going to do that. It's going to be really interesting. I think that's really interesting. Will you like casting drill every single match in CRL? Well, I won't cast drill. I mean, every match maybe, but it won't be in every game. Although drill, I've seen some BO3s with no drill because I guess people find it too predictable. Nicholas, thank you very much in the YouTube side of things. Namaste, love from India. I'm seeing lots of love here and there. Yeah, guys, you're allowed to have your own opinion, but you know, express it in a way that's nice. You know, so if you say if rather than find that rather than say tell me that you like me better than somebody else or that you don't like somebody else, just say you enjoy me. You don't have to be comparative. You don't have to make me look good by making someone else look bad. You know what I mean? You can just say that you enjoy me. Let's see. This guy I'm going to time out. Texas equals best state to live in, also worst place to visit. Texas, that's a really interesting way to put it, Zach. Great disc golf in Texas, that's very true. And that's a big ol' lava loon push to open things up here. Magma crushing Rockstar. Rockstar is not too concerned because he is crushing the stream and YouTube game, but not so much the success in tournaments game. Very controversial, Rockstar's inclusion in these events, but eyeballs make the events go round, and Rockstar certainly brings those. So we'll see if he's able to overcome some of the challenges of being against full-on dedicated pro players, but still his audience always excited to see him here. And this is just absolute shred city over here. And Magma's put it down. Magma pretty good at Loon, pretty good at Lava. Pretty good at those two together. What's my thoughts on Lucas and Sandbox? They're both guys who play Clash Royale pretty well. Bomber putting that right on the drill. Maybe a bit of a misstep there by Magma on that top right-hand side. I would not have put the drill, the Bomber right there because you saw what happened. He gets killed and now tower damage on that right-hand side. So maybe not the #1 choice for Bomber placement against the Goblin Drill. Wallbreaker's trying to sneak on in, and they don't quite touch. 1304 on the right-hand side. This should be a GG and a well played. But obviously have to wait till the final bell rings. But you're up against Lava Loon. Can't really do this much damage in that amount of time. Balloon going to be in. Arrows cleaning house. And, yeah, that balloon's going to hit hard. That's going to be a 1-2-3 crown down. Not even the balloon hit here. Rockstar rolling his eyes. But that's a toughie. That's a toughie there for him. GG, well played. Magma coming in hot on game #1. Well done, Magma. Logged one in for himself. That's going to be all important, trying to move on to that next stage. And I hope you guys are doing very well. Hello, welcome. If you don't know who I am Rich Slayton, caster for Clash Royale League. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of that? Have you seen that? And also here with you for the BREN CHONG CUP 3 or the Bernard CHONG CUP 3. They actually went from BREN to Bernard. The whole name? There we go. So let's see. Let me go take a look at the chat here for a moment. Ali Khan asking, is Online Worlds this year official? Yes. Worlds will be online this year. There'll be nothing live until 2022 at the worst, at the earliest. Tommaso, what's the worst archetype to play for? I don't really understand the meaning of that question. If you could rephrase that, Tommaso. I know there's a bit of a language barrier there between the two of us. When is Bag? Bag is in 2 matches, guys. Or is Bag now? Is Bag now? Where's Diego, baby? Diego will be here at some point today. Let me check my messages, see if he's... oh, yeah, he's still on his way. Diego B will be joining today at some point when he does get home. That's the plan, at least. What archetype do I hate to use? Do I hate to use? That's an interesting question. I don't find Beatdown very fun to play or play against. CRL Worlds is going to be online. That's not a prediction. That's the fact. CRL Worlds will be online this year. There will be no offline/live events for CR until 2022 at the earliest. Why is bag? Good question there, Zach. Very good question there on the Twitch chat. Do you think the drill needs nerfs? If so, what? Yeah, I think it does. I don't know what you do to nerf it effectively and not kill it, and that's hard. I don't think the Goblin Drill is a broken concept, right? Like, I had no problem with the Elixir Golem being killed, the Battle Healer being killed. There are certain cards, the Battle Healer in particular, even more than Elixir Golem, the Battle Healer. I think the Battle Healer being killed was a good idea. Nerfing Barb Hut into the ground is great, in my opinion. You know, things like that. But I don't think that Goblin Drill is a broken concept. It's just a super crazy card right now. So we'll see if they can figure out how to actually balance it. Do I know how players 25th on 15th leaderboard will fight for the last 8 spots? Not exactly. Do I play Clash Royale? Never heard of it. Lots of great taco places. Says Pecan Pie. That's in Texas. A lot of pecan farms there. I promise I'll meet you in person at Worlds 2021. Mark my word. Definitely not in World 2021. That's not gonna happen. But 2022, go for it, dude. You think Electro Giant should be changed to 7 Elixir and then like what? Nerfed like crazy? Hey, thank you for the glasses. Love there, Agent Bond. If you do like the stunners. The stun glasses, as I like to call them. Here's a link for them. I wear Gooders exclusively, both before and after they became an actual sponsor of me. I'm a big time Gooda fan. Oh, that's interesting. What an interesting nerf. Nicholas Grossi in the YouTube chat saying that Goblin Drill shouldn't be allowed to be played defensively. That's a really interesting nerf. I think that might be a too strong of an idea, but the idea of Goblin Drill being a card that is only allowed to be played on the offensive side, that is a compelling. That's a compelling move. Fake Lapo. Hey, FLG in the chat right now. Drill's like, X, if it's good, it's broken. If it's not broken, it's unusable. Interesting point. Madi in the Twitch chat saying that's a good idea. That's one of the most interesting take on nerfing Drill I've seen. Oh, that's a King Tower activation. Going to make it a bit harder for Bag here. Bag and Anaban. This is the match I wanted to see. And Bag getting really creative with his Drill deck. It's like a Royal Hogs deck, but with Goblin Drill. What if he also has Royal Hogs in here? Interesting question. On the other side of things, looking graveyard-ish from Anaban. Could be Electro Giant as well. Probably Electro Giant. We'll see. Log for the dub, says one. Actually, good idea, says Zach in the Twitch chat, because it prevents the stupid double building defensive Tesla that Drill Tesla players have. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Do I hate Anaban? No, I have no strong opinion of him one or the other. And I think that someone who the community finds... heals are good for sports. You can't have heroes without villains. So... I think that Anaban's actually great for the game. Who am I rooting for in CRL? Do I want the champion to be someone well-known? Well, the champion's going to be someone... There's not going to be some rando who wins the championship. I'm telling you guys that right now. The CRL World Final will be won by a well-known pro. Will it be like the ace face? I don't know. But it's not. We're not going to get a random who wins World Finals. That's just not going to happen. Taz winning World Finals. Yeah, that's. I don't think we'll be seeing him at World Finals actually. Sudden death overtime, and it's pretty close here. 1763 to 1701 lead right now for the sniper himself. Anaban does give it up, though, on that left-hand lane as the Barb Barrel does not take care of business quite quickly enough. And at the moment, it is Bag with the slight lead. A 3-3 split for Bag, and it's an interesting variation. Basically, it feels like he took a Royal Hogs deck and then put Drill in it instead. Fireball in on the Zappies. Solid lead now for Anaban. Having difficulty controlling the big pushes, though. And that's going to be a lot of ghosts on the right-hand side. That's going to be a ton of ghosts on the right-hand side. This could be the end for Anaban here. NATO's all of it back. Does he get a troop down in time? Fireballs it away. But that is the lead for Bag right now with a minute left. Triple Elixir flowing now. Dark Prince connects in the left-hand lane, plus the Barbarian for, I believe, 2 swipes. Yep, 2 are in. Man, this lead going back and forth. Fireball cycle now for Bag on the right-hand lane. Arrows as well. Right now, Anaban has to just go in crazy. I don't think he has enough, though, to actually get this graveyard to do anything. Drill comes in on defense. Fireball in. That's a GG. That's a well played. And Bag takes the win here in game number 1 and a very, very interesting ending there. Latak asking, do I have any info on World Finals format? I have no info, but there you go. I have no info on anything past the monthly finals. They have not given me anything else to know. So who knows? When I know something, you'll know something, probably. Well, I disagree with your opinion there, Ramsey, in the YouTube chat, but, you know, do you. Let's see, looking at the YouTube chat here. What about the Spawn Hawk's Mother Witch power level based on what it was killed? I think that makes sense. I don't think that really matters. Like, I'm gonna a little caveat here. I don't care on balancing for power level. Like, in my opinion, all cards are either tournament standard level 9 or they are level 13. This is my bias as a competitive person, but I don't care about card levels. I just don't care. I don't care if you have level 10 and they're level 13. In my opinion, either we're playing tournament standard or we're playing ladder. We're playing max ladder. So I don't care about card levels. Now, do I think that would be a good change for casual players? Sure. I don't think that's the problem with Mother Witch, though. Tommaso, I do appreciate that you're supporting me. All the info's on the Sierra website right now. Jaman, all the info for Worlds is on the Sierra website now? Is it? I didn't know that they'd updated all that stuff. I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see. Do I know why Surgical didn't play yesterday? Because he didn't want to. He said yes to it, realized he wish he had said no, and then decided not to. There you go. He doesn't play Clash Royale anymore. I remember the GYRG slow bar putt meta from 2020. Yeah, of course I did. The bar putt meta is, in my opinion, the bar putt meta was the worst meta to ever cast. Of all the metas for casting, the bar putt meta was just dead boring. I hated it. So I'm very glad that's gone. What month will World Finals be? December, as they are every year. Why didn't Revel get someone to fill for him? He tried, couldn't do it in time. In the rulebook, it says World Finals is single elimination BO3. Interesting. Interesting. Is Surgical still the most decorated player of all time? Maybe, although Ruben's starting to catch up. Let me tell you. Who's the best player right now? I mean, it feels like Mo. But Lucas probably... I mean, Lucas, right this second, it might be Lucas. Right this second, it might be Lucas, to be honest. But it's like... Basically, it's like either Lucas or Mo right now. But Lucas is crushing it. Chazmat Gaming in the Twitch chat right now. So he's got some bias, I guess, in who he thinks is the best in the world. And Bag's playing mirror double barrel. All right, so P.E.K.K.A Ram for Anaban. Anaban going meta, and Bag going spawner double barrel mirror. Jaman saying you think that World Finals should either be double elimination or BO5s. I think that I understand that. Double elimination makes sense. BO5s are hard to do in duel mode because of like how weird things get by game 4 and game 5, but I'm not against it. Aggressive on the right-hand side is Anaban with the Lumberjack, knowing his opponent's low on Elixir. Great read there. Great read out of Anaban, and Bag going to have to eat a ton of damage on that right-hand tower. Really excellent read. That's, you know, that's a tower absolutely shredded. E-Wiz in cycle. And Anaban just took a huge lead. Zach in the Twitch chat saying, Molite is the strongest player in the game right now, but Lucas is without question the best in this meta. Very interesting. Magic Archer high to work on that Goblin Hat. And Anaban is trying to truly spam the bridge right now. Magic Archer does finally go down. Hey, breaking news in the Twitch chat. Someone asked Chazmac any thoughts about signing Viper, and Chazmac has said possibly... Oh, no, never mind. That was to a different answer. That was about streaming. Never mind. Never mind. I thought we were getting a big announcement that Viper was getting signed today, but no, that's not the case. Lightning in. Ram Rider will connect. Mega Knight does hold off. Snowball will finish the game. Does Snowball finish the game at level 9? And just double barreling. Bag going all out, trying to get on tower. Snowball not going to be... So could Bag try to... Oh, he can't lightning block now because he got rid of both of his Goblin Barrels. Could he Goblin Barrel again and do a lightning block here? How far away is he? He's 2 cards away, right? He's not going to cycle. Not even going to try. Not even going to try. Fair enough. GG. 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 Well played. And we are all tied up, folks. At 1-1. Let's see. Yeah, I think I need to talk and find out more about what's happening with the play-in, the last chance qualifier, and the actual World Finals. I don't actually have all the details myself. Yeah, that's awful for Bag. Nice deck by Anaban. Yeah, I mean, you might as well like seeing Bag play something weird, but let's be honest. Double barrel mirror. Yikes. That's some yikes right there. Guys, speaking of yikes. Why would I say that? But you know what? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. How about that? I'm almost at 30,000, guys. Coming into today. Let's see what my actual count is coming into today, because we could hit 30K on my YouTube today if we all join together and work hard as one unit. You and me, and all of us watching together, could make 30K on my channel today. It could happen. Right now, hold on. I'll tell you the count. I'll tell you the count as it stands right now. The count right now is, where are we at? Right now we are at 29,247 subs. That's what we're at on YouTube right now. 29,247. So 753 subs today, and we hit 30,000 subs. Just saying, you could be a part of that. You could be a part of Rich Slayton history today. Subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump back in. The hair looking like a $1,000 glass of wine. Smooth. Thank you, DRS. Thank you very much. The hair was blue for a minute, but the dye did not hold. Zach, thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate it. To motivate, I'm unsubscribing. Sorry. That's a really weird response. What time is it in the U.S.? Well, it's 4 different times. Right now in California, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's Mother Witch versus Mother Witch. So you can see the deck pool, and notice they both played Fireball. What better time to play Mother Witch than when Fireball's already been played? Neither pulled the trigger on it in game number 2. Curious to see Sparky, Goblin Giant Sparky, Mother Witch out of Anaban. The Zappies are, let's say it, unique. And Anaban already coming out with the emotes. Those pigs actually doing a lot to help out Bag right now in controlling that Sparky. A lot more pigs maybe than expected. No Fireball here, and look at all the Fireball bait on the board right now for Anaban. Doesn't matter. Pigs going to town. Is that a tower or a trough on that left-hand side? Under 400 HP. Bag just has it locked down right now. The furnace pressure is certainly high. And Anaban's going to just let that left-hand tower go, and believe he can overwhelm on this right-hand side. Tristan Williams calling for Earthquake. Does Anaban have Earthquake here? Nope, it's Rage. Graveyard in. That's going to keep that Sparky real confused. No way to kill the Mother Witch off, so this Graveyard could turn into a lot of pigs here if he keeps the Mother Witch alive. Sparky, Mother Witch, does finally go down. Zappy's around. Rage trying to support, not going to get through. Not going to make it through here. Anaban doing everything he can to rage up and get on tower in the end. Not going to happen. GG, well played. Bag takes game number 3 and the win over Anaban. Nice freeze on the Mother Witch because it stops the pig formation, says Zach. Yeah, no, that was a very nice freeze. No way to kill her off, so just stop her. And there you go. So this is the Anaban who I hear so much about, says Agent Bond 008 in the Twitch chat. Yes, this is that Anaban, indeed. But that's Bag. Put another win on his register. And a nice one. Interesting deck choices by Bag, says Loveruo. Yep, that's what Bag does. Bag gets interesting. That's his whole jam. He pulls a cat out of the bag, as people might say here. So that one's in. Let me go ahead and check to see if our special guest is available yet. Not always available. We'll see if he's here. I know he was on his way home, our special guest. Hopefully we can get him in here at some point. Let's see. Oh, that's funny. Why is Anaban playing an NA? Well, because, I don't know if you know this, but North America is Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. That's all 3 are North America. So there you go. That's the big story right now. Those are all combined. Is there no CRL qualifier this month? Yes, there is. Just the way that the months worked out, it's a little bit different. Different timing. So the brackets are this upcoming weekend. They're next weekend, and then the monthly final is the weekend after that. So, boom. This is actually the North and Central American region. So not only that, but we get all of Central America as well for this region. Kaboom. Olicon, yeah, I saw the comment already. I don't know much about it. I hope Bag makes a World Finals, says Jaman. I don't know what Bag's ranking is in CRL right now. If anyone knows, anyone wants to look that up and throw it in the chat, please do. And if anyone wants to help this push to 30K, subscribe to my channel. Push to 30K. Let's see. Have we gained any since I last said subscribe to my channel? Oh, here we go. Anaban and Betfas. This one will be fun. Let's jump on in. I gained 7 since I last said to subscribe. Well, that's a pretty nice jump. I hope you make the World Championship, Rich. Yeah, me too. I hope that I will also be there doing my job. Do I think we'll see Ta again? No, I do not. Do I play CR? What's CR? No idea. Bag is 37th global right now. Nice. Well, Bag has a good chance. Kunal, thank you very much for the subscribe. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Anaban went full stinky cheese. How do I qualify for CRL? Make top 1,000 on ladder. E-Golem. Do I play Clash Royale? Never heard of it. E-Golem. There's an Elixir Golem, and it's super annoying. This is a super annoying one, too, because this is the Night Witch Electro Dragon arrows. Ugh. Well, this went wild in both directions. That was an offensive NATO from Betfas, not a defensive NATO, because Anaban does not have NATO. Oh yes, code rich, true. So yeah, this is the combination that I'm really happy got nerfed. Battle Healer is one of those cards I don't think Battle Healer is good for the game. I think like Battle Healer, I think most spawners, right? I think Goblin Hut, I think the worst one for the game is Barb Hut. Barb Hut's terrible for the game when it was strong. It was real bad. I don't think Goblin Drill as a concept is bad for the game. It just needs some working. Is 2.6 still good in this state of CR? No, 2.6 has not been good for like 3 years. Why do I think Ta won't be seen? He's not that level. Plain and simple. Ta had a good performance. He had some phenomenal matchups and still nearly lost some of those phenomenal matchups. Ta's a much better player than I have ever been or ever will be, but Ta is not a world-class player. And I think that CRO Worlds, we're going to see only world-class players. We might have one or two who sneak in who are not like top tier, but in general, that top 32 at World Finals will be the best 32 players in the world. And I just don't think Ta's among them. But he won 20K, so what's he care? You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I care about is getting this Elixir Golem Battle Healer off the board. I don't usually root one way or the other, but when I see E-Golem Battle Healer, it's pretty easy for me to say, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Drill in. The defensive rage I am finding compelling out of Anaban. Thank you, Hamuz, for your support on YouTube. Posted a video with Oyasu, and Oyasu said it isn't a good place. Well, I mean, that's Oyasu. 2.6 will always be a good place for Oyasu. I feel like you're too harsh on Ta. Yeah, he didn't play well, but it's not like he plays that bad every game. That's true, but also, just because I don't think Ta is top 32 in the world doesn't mean I'm saying he's bad. I just don't believe that Ta is top 32 in the world. I don't believe he's a world-class player. It's pretty hard to be top 32 in the world. And this is just, there's so much on the board right now. Final 40 seconds, triple Elixir. Arrows making a nightmare for those Spear Goblins. Betfas doing a good job trying to hold on. This might be the beginning of the end, though. Great high Spear Goblins in the Night Witch. That was not going to be enough, though. That Elixir Golem's going to end that tower. That's a GG. And that's Anaban, game number 1. Rich, any words of advice for semi-pro managers, league organizers? Work hard. There you go. Anaban is a ruthless as swimmer. Yeah, that was pretty filthy. Pretty filthy there for Anaban. They know how to root for versus and drill versus E-Golem. Yeah, I feel that. Morton gets hard countered so much I don't know how. Yeah, people are great at picking decks against Morton. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's see. Look at the YouTube chat here for a second. So why are Russian players playing in Asia qualifiers? I thought Russia is Europe. No, Russia's not Europe. Russia is Asia. Russia's on the Asian continent. Ali Khan. Russia's on the Asian continent. That's the first big one. So let's just start there. Russia is in Asia. And then also, time zone-wise, it also fits with Asia, right? Like, if Australia was in a play, I would think Australia should be in the Asian region just for time zones. Is that a green screen? No, this is, these are corkboard tiles that I painted behind me. Not a green screen. No, I would have something cooler. If this is a green screen, I'd have, like, something motion-y and cool back here. When will Bag play? He already played, but he'll play more again. Thanos saying, what's up, my dude? What's up, Thanos? Here we go. Jumping into game number 2. Anaban with the advantage. Do I know what happened to Canario and Razor? I mean, the whole Liquid Squad, and Igor. Well, they're just kind of all moving on. Canario's just content creating and enjoying himself. Ta's 46 in the world right now, so he's not far from top 32. Yeah. Let me go. I want to go see. I'm going to go look at Royale API right now and look at how Ta earned his points. So I wonder how much of that ranking is just from winning one world final. I'm very curious. So let's go see. Anaban going back to Ram Spam. Played well with it beforehand. Let's see if he can do it again. So trying to go find. Here we go. Let's go look at Ta. Some real American geography going on all day. Russia is actually in Eurasia. It's called Eurasia because it lies with Asia and Europe. Yeah, but the majority of Russia is in Asia, in the Asian continent. There are no well-known Australian CR players. There's some decent fellers out there. Wait, how do I bring? What happened there? I looked away for a second. What happened? What happened? I looked away for 1 second. Did that already go hard? Thanos saying Ta's insanely good. Oh, here we go. Back into the game. What condiment is Antarctica on its own? Do I think that Morton deserves world champion titles, or is someone who deserves it more than him? I don't know. I mean, if you win it, you deserve it. You know what I mean? Am I, like, way off? Isn't Russia on the Asian continent? Do we have to go and look at this for a second? I know some of it's in Europe. Like, because Russia's so wide. Is this what the stream's about now, is figuring out where Russia is? I want to, like, break it down. Is there a map that represents my continent? I swear. There's, like, all the former Soviet states. I guess maybe Moscow is far enough east. That's an interesting dividing line there. For Moscow. All right, we're Googling this right. Is Moscow in Asia or Europe? I swear that Moscow's in Asia. It's the largest city it's entirely in Europe. That's crazy. It's the far end of Eastern Europe. It's 800 miles from the border with the Asian continent. That's crazy. Well, color me wrong. Russia's 20% Europe. Okay, so Russia is 20% Europe, 80% Asia, but Moscow is in Europe. Got it. This is a trivial question, but also, where's DiegoE? No idea. Where is DiegoE? I'm waiting for him to show up. I think he's just sitting back watching me bury myself with bad geography. Isn't the stream Clash Royale from what I've heard? Let's go look at the chat here for a moment. Russia is in Russia. Boom, problem solved. Thank you very much. Austin is OP. With you on that one. Looking at chat here. Russia is... Yeah, everyone's filling in. What's up, Matea here? What's up, Matea? How you doing? Is Serge playing today? No. Looking at some more chat here. Anaban is top 10 because he kills it on ladder. Oh, that's right. We were gonna go look at Ta. That's interesting. Why are you talking about geography in that conversation? Because I'm talking about whatever I want to talk about. It's my channel. There you go. That's answered that question pretty easily. All right, let's go look at Ta and how he. Why can't I just bring up? Can I just bring up his? There's some functionality on. All right, here we go. Let's look at how Ta has earned his points for CRL. That's just ranked seasons. So he's made top 1,000. You know what? This is not. Royale API. Give me a clear vision of this. Let's go back. I want to see how Ta earned all of his points. Let's see. Let's see. Morton would be playing in Germany if Germany was in America. Yeah, that's true. Ta, why not take part in CRL? Let's go ahead and check it out. We're waiting for our next matchup here. And looking at Ta. Where is he? Ta is ranked 46th. Ta's got 332 points. I'm trying to see his. So in. I wish there was a thing that was broke down his whole. Let's go to players. Maybe this will break it down. I just want to see like how he has done all of his points. So I'm wondering how much of that came just from his performance. Why is this impossible to find? Still waiting on our next game, folks. This is the weirdest thing ever. Royale API, I love you, but this functionality for the CRL World Finals, for CRL points, is challenging me. Let's go ahead and jump back into game as I continue to try to figure out anything about Ta from Royale API. But so far, it is proving to be a challenge. All right. Molite plays the next group. That's right. Where's Boss on that CRL list? I'm not entirely sure. And great call here from Rockstar. He sees Imedwin play his primary, maybe his only drill counter, and goes drill immediately, forces the mini P.E.K.K.A out. Is there any slight chance that teams make a comeback in 2022? Unlikely. Very unlikely. So you can see standings right now. Oh, here's his points. There we go. All right. So Ta has made it past the Swiss rounds one time. Of his 3, yeah. So except for winning that one monthly final, yeah, that one monthly final is 100 of his points. So he wouldn't be in that like in the qualifier running without that one win. That one win is like a ton of his points. Ta has, yeah, not made it past Swiss outside of that one section. There we go. Man, a lot of Goblin Giant Sparky rage here today. Not the thing you usually expect to see. But we're seeing it. Goblin Giant Sparky rage. Drill right onto the Sparky. Does the Fireball finish it before the Mother Witch goes down? Yes, it does. I don't think there's going to be much of a chance here for Rockstar, though. Not a very quick drill deck. I don't really understand playing drill decks that don't cycle quickly. That's one thing that I'm really not on board with. I mean, look, say what you want to say about drill, but if you're playing drill, you need to play drill with, like, in my opinion, with some sort of quick cycle. Tries to get around fairly fast. So not really getting around quickly is this one. You can see the Bandit trying to get on there. Rockstar knows that's a GG. Not going to win this one. Game over. Edwin taking game number 1. Rockstar in a bit of trouble here. So that's still a large margin, yeah. Finished top 100 twice. Nice work, DRS. Why is there no 20-win challenge, no no-tilt championship? I mean, this is kind of this CRL is kind of like the no-tilt championship all the time, right? What's my favorite emote? There you go. That's my favorite emote. I don't understand that comment, but that's fine. We need 2v2 ranked. It's never going to happen. There's never going to be a 2v2 ranked or ladder. There's not enough interest in it for it to happen. As much as I like 2v2 and I like team format CRL and I like seeing 2v2 played at a high level, there's just not enough interest in 2v2 for it to make sense for there to be a true ranked 2v2. Today was CRL. No, CRL's next weekend. CRL qualifiers are next weekend, and then the monthly final weekend after that. My favorite team from 2020 CRL. I'll pick an Eastern team. I won't pick a Western team. My favorite Eastern team was Ponos. They were fun. But I won't pick a favorite Western team because I like them all. All those Western teams are so fun. here we go. Jumping into game number 2. I don't know why they have Anaban's picture for Edwin. Edwinaban. Rockstar probably going Loon, I'm guessing. The failed King Tower activation. Loon on both directions, it looks like. That King Tower activation did not fail. But that balloon will hit. Does it get a second shot? Yes, it does. No third, though, I don't believe. There we go. Holds on. What's going on, Chaos? How are you? Obede, if you like those shades, you can go ahead and get them right here. They are gooders. There you go. There you go. Keeping an eye out on our special guest today. Have not seen any sign of him yet. So, lead back for Rockstar right now. King Tower activation, not going to be super impactful. Because at this point, really, it's just about one balloon connection for Edwin either way. Bowler gets 2, and that's huge. From what I'm streaming from the US of A, Kunal, as I always am. What would I like to see in the next update? Incognito mode. That's what I'd love to see, always. I want to be able to play without having to be spectated by my friends. Because that makes me nervous. Rockstar may be feeling a bit nervous here. Offense freeze, does take the tower down. No way to stop this Loon now. He might NATO it back, actually. Yeah, he does. The freeze comes in, though. Balloon will get close enough. It does connect, and Rockstar with a big wave. How do you get sponsored by Gooder? Make a bunch of Gooder content. Become friends with the team. Oh, that's a whole lot. Rockstar doing some claps. Might be clapping a bit early. Edwin, does he get in front of this? He decides not to support. Interesting. Had a nice little 3-4 elixir advantage. He's going to go ahead and get behind on it. Cheeky NATO out of Rockstar. Rockstar with the lead. Keep in mind, direct damage here is minimal. The defensive freeze. Oh, but the Inferno Dragon stays alive. Oh, the Inferno Dragon stays alive. Rockstar probably going to win this one. We're going to go to a game number 3. Does he attempt to stop this? Defensive freeze, but when it's on the tower already. Oh, does he pull? No, he doesn't. Edwin, 2 NATOs not doing their jobs, and now we're going to game number 3. Do you think the idea again, unique world emotes of 32 players who advance would be cool for us emote? Yeah, I think so. More fun things like that are cool for me. I'm broadcasting from California, which is in Asia, but we'll be back in Texas soon, which is in Europe. Mark Littlewood, comment of the day so far. Mark Littlewood coming in hot. Current leader for the comment game today. Oh, that's good. Oh, that makes me happy. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Guys, speaking of things that I love, what do I love? Well, I love you subscribe to my channel. See how I transition that into something cool? Subscribe to my channel. We're making the push to 30K, the final push to 30,000. And then, of course, after that, it'll be 40 and 50 and then 100, and I'll get a play button. Hey, Emmett. We picked up a lot so far. Picked up another. We're at 29,270, so another 20-something people subscribed. 20 people-ish. So there you go. Thank you. Love you. Mwah. Kisses. Mwah. And by the way, if you haven't yet, or if you're gonna, or whatever, there's also this whole thing right here. Come on, button. Come on. Work, you button. There you go. Code Rich in the shop. Rich. R-I-C-H. That's my name, by the way, in case you don't know. Have we had the golden burrito yet? Well, speaking of golden burrito, Vincent, we have not had it yet, but we will have it once you guys all use my code. There's edible gold leaf. It's in Texas. I'm going to arrange an official burrito eating event. It'll be great. Very excited for it. California's definitely in rush. We don't focus on geography these days. Yeah, it's very true. Greet me rich, please, says Mickey QP. No, Mickey, I will not greet you. I will not. I refuse to, Mickey QP. You subbed 10 months ago. Thank you, HK. Well, I hope you guys are all having a good afternoon, enjoying yourselves here with a little bit of competitive Clash Royale. That's what I've heard that we're playing here. I am waiting. I'm really hoping that we do get a little hello from our special guest today. He said he was coming late. He told me beforehand he was going to come late today. So just the question is, does he come like forever late? Will he be forever late? Forever late. Or will he be kind of late? Why is Diego not speaking? Because he's not here yet. That's why. How many matches remaining? Let's see. We just did Rockstar and... What was that? Who did Rockstar just play up against? They seem like they're out of order. Right now it's Edwin versus Anaban, which also feels out of order. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. If we are going in order, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is there's 6 matches, including this one. Hey, DRS with the $10 in the super chat. Let's go. Thank you so much, DRS. Really appreciate it. Your support is so cool. Randall, hey, Rich, good to watch you. Got to put more content out to drive that sub count up. Content is awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Trying to make more of it happen. You can only keep one. Tacos, burritos, good or sunglasses, all pastor meat. Ooh, Ryan, that's so hard. But here's the thing is, all pastor meat, but without tacos or burritos to put it in, that one's already difficult. 3M Pump out of Rockstar. 3M Pump out of Rockstar. Interesting. Game number 3. What did he see here? NATO out? That doesn't mean much. You know you're playing... Yeah, Rockstar is not loving this. This was a unique call. This was a weird one. And he pumps up. Like, you know you haven't played against Fireball, Lightning, Rocket, or Poison. Hey, James White from Mississippi. Thank you very much, James White. Happy to see you. No, yeah, everyone asks where's Waldo. No one asks who's Waldo. That's a good question, Pedro. And I do support you on that question. Right now, Rockstar is asking, where's my HP? This deck popped up for like a half minute. I want to say like 3-4 months ago, maybe longer. Did B-Rad just play a pump deck? I saw him tweet about something like that. But pump, 3M pump? Well, this was a choice that Rockstar made. And as far as those choices go, not the best one. And you see Rockstar going, oh boy. Edwin taking that in 3. GG, well played, Edwin. And let's see. Rockstar, when was Rockstar supposed to play Edwin? This was supposed to be a round 1 match, so I don't know what's going on here. There you go. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was definitely worth muting for sure. Let's see. Looking at the schedule for the day. Whatever happened to I Love Candy? I don't know. What happened to I Love Candy? Take Hog right out of the game? Nah. I think I'll make it double. What tournament is this? This is the BREN CHONG CUP 3 with I think it's like a $32,000 prize pool, something crazy like that. I believe that's what it is. We are supposed to have a special guest. I'm gonna go ahead and ping him right now. Be like, "Yo, what up?" Oh, that was no candy or only Wi-Fi changing shirts. That was a whole lot of fun. I love candy. That's who you meant? No candy, only Wi-Fi? Do we get an emote? No. There are no emotes. Actually, in fact, just by being here, emotes are taken out of the game. Isn't that crazy? No drill or no eagle? What do you mean about them? They're both in here. What is this, Pedro? I'm new to this. This is the BREN CHONG CUP 3. There's a Revel Amar, who I'll show you what it looks like right here. Revel, this guy right here, he regularly organizes Clash Royale tournaments, Clash Royale events that have a mixture of invited pros and open qualifiers. And this one's the BREN CHONG CUP 3. I think each group had 16 pros, and each region had 16 pros and 8 open qualifiers, something like that. And it's a big old tournament that you can participate in. And if you win it, you win a big chunk of $30-something thousand. Oh, what would I remove? I'd remove. I mean, Drill's strong right now, but I think Eagle. I think Eagleum's bad as a concept, and that Drill's an actually okay concept. So I would probably remove Eagleum. Can you join? In the future, you can qualify. When's the next game? As soon as it's ready. I'm not in charge of the game flow, guys. I just talk about it. So as soon as the next game is ready, boom, it'll be here on screen. Let's go. Hog, Firecracker, Tesla deck's one of the strongest decks. Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's really good for outplays. Best you can join the next tournament. Open qualifiers. You can find them when they're... If you're not on Twitter, you're probably not... like. If you want to play competitive Clash Royale, you got to be on Twitter. That's how you find out about pretty much all the news. How does he afford to give that much money? Well, Revel doesn't. He arranges prize pools from different people. What's the creative name of these gooders? These are called Gardening with a Kraken. That's what these are called. They're called Gardening with a Kraken. So there you go. Thoughts on Battle Healer plus Balloon? Not very good. I don't know. Is that a real combo? I haven't seen that. Let's see. I want to go pro in this game. Any tips? Yeah, grind hard, learn interactions, and make top 1,000 ladder. That's it. Really bad on Arena 7. What should I do? Well, I would pick... So, for those of you... So, if you're good at this game already, ignore what I'm about to say here. But if you're not good at this game yet, pick something that you think you could be good at and focus on that. I would do some research and look up some of the popular decks, popular variants, right? And then, really, the first thing that you do, in my opinion, to get good at this game is become a one-trick. Master one deck first. And once you can do that, then you can expand to other areas. But I always tell everybody, hey, pick something you think you could be good at. Something that's also like relatively easy to level, so that you can just get like, past Royale basically, and that's it. And you can grind up a deck pretty quickly. Also, if you're decent at Grand Challenges. Here's a big piece of advice. If you can't beat a Grand Challenge, you're not going to be able to play at the pro level. I think that's a pretty fair assessment, which is why I'll never be a pro. But yeah, learn from your replay. Stop making excuses. That's a good one, Darian. But yeah, learn an archetype, learn a deck, learn all of its interactions, learn its matchups, and master that, and then move on. Rich, still doing stand-up. I did some stand-up back in May. I've been in the woods of California for the last few months. And once the current surge is going back down again, we'll see. I want to do more, but I'm just not going to, I don't think it's worth the risk right now. Let's go ahead and jump back into gameplay here. Now it's Anaban versus Rockstar. Let's see. And Rockstar just pumping that emote. Jathan Ninja and Twitch, I'm trying to go pro as well. I'm learning Dark Prince Lightning deck and Royal Giant. Giant Dark Prince Lightning and Royal Giant. I mean, honestly, yeah, like if I were right now trying to really get to a point, like if I were trying to make monthly finals, I would get really, really good at either like some simple RG cycle decks, or at Hog EQ. because those are the ones that are probably the easiest to... I think Hog EQ is probably the easiest deck to max relative to its strength in the game. I could be wrong on that, but I think Hog Earthquake and its variants, that's the easiest deck to max relative to how well you can play with it and how high you can push with it. If someone else has a different idea, let me know. Yeah, pick a deck and just watch everybody do it and grind that deck. Just learn RG good in every meta. Yeah, the only thing about learning RG is that while RG is easy to level, a lot of the good RG decks, they require too many epics and or legendaries to be viable. So that's the one thing about like trying to max an RG deck, is they're really brutal to get leveled. You maxed out E-Giant deck quicker, honestly, says Jathan Ninja. Interesting. Drill cycles will easy max. Yeah, but I think that Drill's going to get nerfed hard in the next update. Let's see. Ah, man's totally ignoring me. Oh no, Vaughn Jansen. I'm just trying to cast and read 2 chats at once. My personal best is 6323. Right now, I think I'm right under 6K. I think I'm at like 59 something right now. Let me check. What am I at right now on ladder? I haven't started pushing yet because it's still really early, and early season pushing just is brutal and emotional. Oh, I lost 2. I'm at 58.64 right this second. So I'll start making a push. I hit 6.3 again last season. I'm going to try to get a new personal best this season. We'll see if it happens. Gets the Tesla, doesn't get the spears. And Royal Giant does get 1 shot. Like I was saying, they think that rare cards are harder than legendaries. I mean, it's only because you have so many rares you're trying to get. But when you're doing a deck, like a lot of the... Look at this RG deck, right? You have 3 legendaries in it. This RG deck, to me, reads as very hard to max. Right? 3 legendaries. You only have 1 epic, so you're not trying to split too many epics. But trying to max 3 legendaries is... oof. Hey, thank you, Lil Nimbus. Appreciate it. You play E-Bars, Baby Dragon, maybe for E-Wiz Dark Prince. Yeah, maybe. You kind of have to play Dark Prince right now because of Drill. If I use code RICH, does Rich get rich? No, but I have more money. I won't get rich from it, but it would definitely be helpful. Final 40 seconds. Triple Elixir going heavy. Anaban holding on. And Anaban just playing the defense right. Tesla, log, put the DPS on it. And just not quite able to get through. That RG has not had a single shot in a long time. Now the rocket cycle in. I mean, I think this matchup is for Anaban. You know, correct me if you're wrong, if I'm wrong, if you think you think differently, but between the Tesla log and then just the DPS, I think this is a matchup for Anaban. All right, he played that the way you're supposed to play it on defense against Royal Giant. But again, I don't know these matchups as well as other people do. I just talk good. Know what I mean? Let's look at the YouTube chat here for a moment. My deck is OG, says Ninja Wolf. Ninja Wolf bringing a lot of heat in here. Let's see. Yeah, definitely Anaban's matchup, says SoPro, but yeah. Everyone throwing out some PBs that... Some suspect PBs being thrown in the chat here right now. Here's a good RG deck that's free to play. RG, Bats. why is FC? Oh, Firecracker, Fireball, Log, Skellies, Tesla, Dark Prince. Yeah, that's a pretty good free-to-play Dark Prince RG deck. That's what I'm saying. I think that if you are trying to show gameplay, we will when there's gameplay on, Raju. I think that when you're trying to make your first, there's a reason why there are so many top-tier pros who play Mortar. Like Mortar Miner players, Mortar Bait players, because it was a deck that was relatively easy to max, that had a lot of outplay potential. Mortar not getting as much love these days as it has in the past. But I mean, I think more like I would say either Hog EQ, RG Cycle, or some version of Mortar are the three things you should, one of those three to focus on if you're just starting out and trying to like max your first deck and push it high. Mortar's not really great right now, but you know, is what it is. Mortar Drill Cannon Cart is a good deck. Interesting. Well, also Mortar's a great matchup against most RG decks. True. Good point, Thanos, as well. Mortar's good against RG. I think it's pretty good against E-Giant, too. Am I right? Because it doesn't actually touch the E-Giant? Yeah. So Mortar's good against RG and Electro Giant, typically. What do I think of your deck, Vaughn? I haven't seen it. King Tower activated here for Anaban, who's already up 1. Surma says a cool change to Mortar would make its blind radius smaller. I actually could buy that. But that might actually be a nerf rather than a buff, though. I think that's actually a nerf, because it would make it harder to get Mortar on tower. Oh, you want to make Mortar worse. Oh, I think Mortar's not that strong right now, though. What happened to the Golden Burrito? It will happen. I had plans for it, and then I had to leave for California, and all the gold is in Texas. So once we're back in Texas. Hi, Rich. Costa Rica. If you have a max account, which deck would you use? Well, right now, I'm going back and forth between an anti-drill graveyard deck, a drill cycle deck, and a Hog EQ deck. Those are the three that I'm alternating right now. I finished last season with the anti-drill graveyard deck. But then I started this season, and the matchups were crazy, so I had to stop playing it. And right now I'm going back and forth between playing Hog EQ and playing Drill Wall Breaker Cycle. With any card's deck, only thing you need is your brain. No, that's not true. It's not entirely true. That's a weird freeze out of Anaban. I wonder if that was just to force out responses at that point. Rockstar getting some good hits in. But all this deck takes is just one good look. Tesla and Drill together are annoying for the balloon, but check out this bowler and the Electro. Oh my gosh! And the balloon, it will activate King Tower. But that's a lot of damage on the right-hand side anyway. Electro Dragon doing a ton going through there with the bowler as well. Triple, or going into double, into sudden death now. And the bowler does get down in time. Going to go ahead and has to Tesla and Drill here. And that's the annoying thing for Rockstar, is he has to do both of those pretty consistently. And the balloon goes back in because of a poor placement by Rockstar. Poor placement on that Drill. And that's a 163 remaining. Rockstar in a whole lot of trouble. Anaban's got him against the ropes. Bloody nose. Fully delivered. Feet are shaky. And Rockstar Drills won't be in time. And that's a rough one for Rockstar. And that was a rough one for him. Let me tell you. It's going to be a rough one, I'll tell you. Easy win. Easy dubs there for Anaban. If you enjoyed that match or enjoy matches like it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're trying to hit 30,000 subs. If I hit 30,000 subs, then I will be at 30,000 subs. There you go. Let's see. Did an Expo player Lemon Tree stop playing? I don't know. I'm not sure if he did. Any reason Wizard Tower was not added to Clash Royale? There's no Airstorm counter building in the game currently anyway. Oh, Wizard Tower. Interesting. That's interesting. Was that a Joey Diaz impression? No. That's really funny. No, that was actually a... I think that was doing Dangerfield then. No, Joey Diaz is a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing, Joe Rogan. The Joey Diaz impression. There's some other words you do for a Joey Diaz impression, but I can't say them on stream because they're not family friendly. Let's go ahead and check it in. I think we might be getting our guest here in a few minutes. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And we are at 29,278. All right. Thank you, Muhammad. I'm glad you enjoy my commentary style. I enjoy it, too. These aren't the 6 players that I predicted from NNC in Central America. But Mark Littlewood, this is one of 4 groups. There's groups A, B, C, and D for this group. So there you go. Rockstar should have switched lanes. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. There are currently no cards in Clash Royale that can only attack air. Yeah, I don't see why there would be. Thanks for the sub there, Ibrahim. Do appreciate that. Appreciate all you subs. You know what? Let's go ahead and, you know what? So let's go ahead and switch up the stunners. How about this? Let's go here. And, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, these are mirrory, huh? Let's go jump into the gameplay. Boom. Bag versus Betfas. Hey, Death Adder, how are you? Hippie One in the building, too. Good to see you guys. Who's a better CRL American player, Bag or Airsurfer? Airsurfer. That's not even a question. Bag's a fine player, but Airsurfer is definitely better. I think even Bag would say that Airsurfer's better. How many glasses do I have? Here alone, I have like 20 pairs. Rather than seeing a building that rather than see them make a wizard tower building, which I don't think makes sense in the game, the development I think would be super cool as a big thing to try out, would be if they made it so your king tower could do different stuff. Right? So if they made it so your king tower could do splash damage, or like if you could unlock different versions of the king tower. Hey, one of them does slow. One of them's like Ice Wiz style, does slow. One of them is does just general splash damage, etc., etc. I think that would be a really cool idea. that I'd be into seeing. People have talked about it before. I think it would be really neat. A neat development. It would make King Tower activations really valuable. It would be a thing that would add whole new levels of strategy. It could be fun. I don't like the idea of heroes. I think heroes are a bad idea, but different type of King Towers would be a big change for the game. You want to talk about something that would totally advance the game to a new place? That would be one. So bag with an interesting drill cycle deck. I mean, you could make it so it applied to hero and princess towers. But, you know, who knows? I wouldn't want a change that's like game defining. But, you know, I don't know. Something that's big. A big change and a big step. would be cool. New mechanic probably, but I like new tower abilities. Heroes, yeah, I think new tower abilities would be more interesting than heroes. I don't think heroes would be good for the game, but who knows? 90 seconds left. Bag just has been stuck playing defense and to not much success. Does finally get a graveyard down. Just straight up graveyard poison. Mega Knight, Dark Prince, and just no real way to deal with Drill for Betfas. You know, you can deal with Drill if you're playing Log and you don't have Dark Prince or Valk or whatever, but trying to deal with Drill when you don't have those options, that's where I think things start to get real squirrely. I think things start to get pretty squirrely there. All right, let's go ahead and see. Give me 1 second. Let's try this out.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, it's scratchy, dude. That's so annoying. Hold on. Let's see if I can find some way to make this not be scratchy. This was my concern.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it just does that. And did that just what just crashed? My stream didn't just crash, did it? Or did Discord crash? Yeah, Discord crashed. Okay, that's better than my stream crashing. Oof. Oof. Well, we had Diego. I don't know what's going on with Discord, but it does not like working with my OBS.
Okay. Okay, let me get Skype then.
Cool, cool. Oh, wait, wait, hold on.
Back.
Hold on. Can you guys hear him? Wait. Diego, stay where you are. Can you guys hear DiegoE right now?
Yo.
Chat. Oh, hey. It's
They
actually working right now, and you sound normal.
Okay, good.
Heck yeah. What's up, man? How are you? So glad that you're able to come join us. If you don't know, chat, let's go back into the gameplay here. Chat, if you don't know, on the voice right now, CRL Western Champion, CRL World Champion, longtime member of various esports orgs in our universe, but of course, probably the best known one would be that Team Liquid jersey. DiegoE in the building. Dude, better late than never, I'll say. And super glad that you're able to make it, dude.
Oh, Rich, thank you so much for having me, man. I just want to talk some Clash. It's just been on my mind lately, so I'm happy to be here.
Do you have the clean feed up yet?
The feed of the stream?
Of the well, not you probably want to be actually on the actual feed. Let me get you the direct feed, so that you're not having the delay of my stream. And I'm going to DM that to you right now, and then we'll make sure we'll get on the same timing here. Oh wait, that was just like a 1 second. Let me actually get the link. The link.
Okay.
Boom. There's the link. Go ahead and get it up, and then we'll get ourselves all synced up. And then we can talk Clash. Are there any Clash Royale scholarships in universities and colleges? Says Zigzag Nemesis. No, and there shouldn't be. I'll go ahead and say that right now. That I'll draw the line at university scholarships for Clash Royale. Get out of here with that.
So we're both on the clean feed, right?
Yeah, I'm at a minute 17, 16, 15, 14.
Oh, I'm at a minute 5.
Yeah, it's always like that. So go ahead and pause and undo, and I'll count you down in a second.
Okay,
you can do
I'm at 1 minute.
You can do some pause plays to get all tied up. Let's see. RG does a bunch of damage here, and now I'm at 1 minute, 59, 58, 57.
All right, perfect.
Perfect. We're all lined up. And that's how it happened. Diego, we were just talking about an idea. You know, thinking of ways that Clash Royale could advance. Lightning gets in, Bandit might escape, And Bandit does escape. P.E.K.K.A down. Ewiz resets. Oh my word, Ewiz resets. And just like that, Betfas comes firing back here. Bag had this thing sewn up, and the Ewiz makes a nice little retarget onto the Bandit, and that tower gets absolutely shredded. And now what looked like it was dead, absolute death for Betfas has gone right back his direction. Diego, we'll get to this question in a second. But right now, looking at this situation, how do you feel about Bag's chances here in game number 2?
I think the game's pretty over. Betfas just needs to lightning cycle here and he wins. He can play defense and just lightning cycle him out.
Ram Rider on the left-hand side does force out the Furnace, and Ram Rider now going in. And, oh, the connection on top of it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Man, that was such a turnaround. Bandit sneaks on through. Ewiz retargets and resets. And what looked like a GG well played for Bag suddenly flipped around the opposite direction. So let's go ahead and bring you the I guess we have some update on the standings right now. Let's go ahead and bring you the question of the day. Diego, we're just talking about ways to innovate in Clash Royale, to take chances to change the game, move in new directions. And people have talked a lot about heroes. I'm not super big on the idea of heroes myself, but an idea that's been tossed around a bit is the idea of unlocking different tower abilities, where your tower could do less damage but do splash, or your tower could slow or stun, or do a bunch of different that kind of stuff. So I'm curious about your thoughts on unlocking new tower abilities and how that might fit into, deck building and combinations and things like that.
I think that would be a pretty good idea to have different tower abilities. I think that'd make the game more unique. And I think I don't know if maybe you should only do it for Princess Towers or maybe only King Towers, but it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it's hard to think about that, right? Where it could make King Tower activation more impactful, but then also certain situations where King Tower activation isn't critical. So it's an interesting question, but it also does allow the ability. It's one of those things where do you pick an ability that really complements? It is a defensive thing, right? So the idea of, one of the concerns about Clash Royale always is randomness of matchup, right? You get a bad matchup, and next thing you know, you're in a boat with no paddles. It feels like this could be a way to shore up defensive weaknesses, maybe areas in which, you have a deck that doesn't have a whole lot of splash damage. You go splash towers, and now next thing you know, you've got a little bit better defensive capabilities.
Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good idea to add that. I don't know if I'm pretty sure maybe it should only be to the King Tower, so it doesn't change the game too much. I don't know how much impactful it would be if it's for the Princess Towers, but I think the King Tower is really weak right now.
King Tower is
way too much.
Yeah. There's so many. I mean, people already don't even care about activating King Tower against. I guess maybe Graveyard's the only one you care about, but Graveyard's not even popular right now. So, yeah, King Tower activation, not that big of a deal. I mean, even Hog players don't care about it because it's more about the EQ log cycle.
Yeah, I think activating King Tower, I think the best deck to activate it with would be any splash card deck, just because you pull stuff in the middle and all 3 towers hit everything, so it's pretty helpful.
So, looking like some pretty classic P.E.K.K.A bridge spam out of Bag. We'll see if Bag does a Bag and takes us some crazy direction. You can see Bandit not in Bag's deck pool here because he already played it in one of our previous games. So, a variant on P.E.K.K.A spam, it's looking like. And Hog EQ out of Betfas here in game number 3, shut down by the Ram. So P.E.K.K.A Ram spam for Bag. Remember, no Bandit in the mix. And looking at this matchup here, Diego, thoughts? It's going to be interesting to see, the Inferno Tower, not the most popular building here, but Tesla already played by Betfas earlier. Feelings on this matchup?
So usually I think for P.E.K.K.A decks versus Hog, I think most of the times it's Hog's matchup. Especially here with Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower can just eat that P.E.K.K.A. I'm not sure what Bag's last card is, if it's like a Bar Barrel or a Snowball, but I think Inferno Tower should give Betfas here an advantage.
So we'll see if we can keep that Inferno Tower alive long enough to pull double duty on both P.E.K.K.A and Ram Rider. Of course, that's a nice 5 for 7 trade either way, +2 here for Betfas, and just cycling EQ now that he knows King Tower's already activated. as Bag.
Oh, Barbell. Yeah, he has no reset for the Inferno Tower.
And now just.
Oh, he has delivery too.
So talk to me about delivery in this matchup, but it's one of those cards that when they got rid of the knockback, everyone said delivery was dead. It does feel like, though, over the last 9 months or so, people figured out how valuable delivery can be without that knockback.
Yeah, in this matchup, say, since Betfas doesn't have Fireball, usually with Fireball, you'd always Fireball either the E-Wiz or the Mother Witch. He can always just use delivery to finish off those kind of troops like he wouldn't normally have to if he had Fireball.
Here we go. Sudden death overtime on its way. Royal Giant, or Royal Ghost. I just pulled an Andrew guy. They're calling the Royal Ghost the Royal Giant. And
calling the Mega Knight the, what was it, Dark Knight? I remember one time.
Yeah, things go awry when you're casting that much, but for some reason, we all have our ticks, right? And for some reason, Andrew's tick is that no matter what happens, he's still, for some reason, like, he calls Royal Ghost Royal Giant every once in a while. It's just in his brain.
Really?
Andrew's the better player than I am, by far. Andrew has always been better than I am, and he's a great caster.
Really?
He's a great caster, but he has this one weird tick where his brain just shorts out when he sees Royal Ghost.
That's interesting. I mean, they both have Royal in the name, so.
And they're both RG. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So here we
Bag's
go.
putting pretty good pressure here with the Mother Witch. See, the Mother Witch gets pretty good value here since he can't kill it with a Fireball. He needs to cross the bridge for him to kill it.
Hog down, P.E.K.K.A in, I believe, the right spot here. It does kill it and turn it into a pig. So now you have a nice push putting together. Mother Witch does take the Fire Spirit rather than kill the Fire Spirit, but 1178 to 1058 right now, lead for Bag, but Betfas' EQ cycle feels like it's enough to win this one.
Yep, well, let's see it back at the bridge. This is a pretty good push. See, delivery does a lot of damage. Delivery log is so strong.
Ram Rider in.
1 HP.
Betfas not able to get back to it. Oh, and the Inferno Tower late, though. This starts to get really, really interesting.
Delivery log, Bug. Oh, Hog.
Can Bag stop the Hog? E is high. And the Hog Rider does turn into a pig. Does not get the hit. 874 to 1004. Final 15 seconds. Poison in. I don't think EQ will be enough in this cycle here.
No.
Has to log an EQ fast around. Does the log do enough here? It's not going to be it. Wow. Unbelievable play by Bag. Betfas cannot believe it.
Bag did a pretty good job making a P.E.K.K.A push in triple elixir. He got a lot of value because of the Mother Witch. I don't think the Hog at the end was a good Hog from Betfas. I think he should have just played defense more.
Yeah, it's one of the weird ones where at what point do you stop hogging and just EQ cycling and playing defense, and doesn't end up getting it done. Nice win there for Bag. Very well pulled out. And let me take a look at where we are in our schedule for the day. 1 second, folks. Schedule on the day. My Discord is being real finicky here. Betfas versus Bag. Yeah, we are jumping all around. I'm going to see if we can get an idea of clarifying some schedule stuff here. Can we get a remaining schedule? As it's always all over the place. Boom. Asking that. For some reason, I just feel the need to say what I'm typing out. I'm an animal that way. So, Diego, are you currently in the, what do they call it? They call it the Sunshine State or the Orange State? What do they call Florida?
Yeah, they call Florida the Sunshine State.
There you go. Are you currently in Florida, or are you jet setting around the world somewhere else?
No, I'm in Florida. I'm back home, you know, chilling back home for the year.
Very cool. And what have you been up to with your time in 2021?
I went to I did a semester in college. I'm debating on whether I want to do another semester or not. I'm sorry, and I've also sent some job applications just I want to work too and, you know, secure the bag.
Sure, I get that.
But I've been playing. I took at the start of the year I didn't really play any Clash, but recently in the summertime I've been playing Clash a lot. So.
Ooh. Right, we see Diego 2022.
Nah, I don't think so. But I like to play. I still like to play here and there, and it's still pretty fun for me.
Do you feel a different relationship with the game now that you're not playing as a full-time pro?
Oh yeah, it makes me appreciate the game more, to be honest.
Without the stress of it?
Yeah, there's also no stress. It's pretty chill, pretty relaxed. I just play like ladder or GCs. You know, the stress also, but I also miss the stress from competing. It feels good. It's a good feeling.
So here's a little update on the schedule for the day, everybody. Right now it's Anaban versus Edwin. Off stream is Betfas and Magma, I think. Oh, never mind. Anaban, Edwin. We're going to have Betfas versus Magma. I don't know how much of that will be on versus off stream. Then we have Bag versus Rockstar. Rockstar versus Betfas. Edwin and Bag are playing off stream, and we end the day, supposedly, with Magma and Anaban. So that's the story for the day. Hey Diego, you have the keys to the car for a minute. I'll be back in just about 90 seconds. So you go ahead and say whatever you want.
Okay. What's up, chat? I'm looking at the chat right now, so if you guys have any questions, just ask me. I can answer them to the best of my ability. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm here. What's up, bar swimmer? I see you. Oh, Anaban did a lot of damage here. I'm surprised. Pretty good start from him. Royal Recruits versus his P.E.K.K.A deck. I don't know. If Anaban gets a good push, he could win this. He already did a lot of damage, so he's in the lead. See here, Scoop XD. I want to go pro, so do you have any tips? Dude, just watch pro players, watch them play, and then you kind of see what they do. That helps. And also play the game a lot, bro. Like, the more you play, the more you learn interactions. And that's what helps you the most, learning interactions in this game, because you see a lot of the interactions, it's all the same, really. So that would be my advice to you, sir. Nope. Clash Clowns. No, Rich is gonna be back. Rich is not here right now. He stepped away for like a minute, so I'm on the mic right now. So if you want to ask anything, whatever, I'm here for a little bit.
Did you destroy the cast?
I did. I mean, I destroyed the cast for a little bit. Some guy said I'm OP, so thank you.
Oh, congratulations, man! Someone said you're OP. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's such a nice compliment. Thank you so much.
This is a pretty good game, actually. Anaban in the lead for the moment. I guess is the big challenge here for him. Oh well, now he's in a. Oh, I guess that's hold on for a moment. It feels like the big challenge for Anaban is trying to deal with the flying machines. How's he been doing that?
Yeah, he doesn't really have a spell. He doesn't have a spell to kill that, so that's pretty annoying. I feel like anyone's matchup either way with recruits if he plays good, because he can't kill the fly machine on defense. But Anaban he played pretty well at the start. He just needs to use either just E-ways the fly machine once it crosses the bridge.
Oh,
or
big miss, or just have that happen, where your opponent misses a bandit pickup, and oh boy, Anaban. That's a nice win for him.
Really well played.
Let's see. Antonio says, "Rich, I'm back from my 6-month ban by my wife." Okay, no comment. Oh boy, yeah. Every once in a while, you gotta go ahead and take that break, I guess. Let's see. Did you answer?
Oh, I didn't realize you were streaming on 2 platforms.
Oh yeah, I'm on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah. People are talking in the YouTube chat. I haven't even been reading it. Oops.
Oh,
Hello, everyone in the YouTube chat. I see you guys.
Hi, YouTube. How are you? A question that I find interesting here is on a podcast with Vulcan, you said Igor was a one-trick a few days before CRO Worlds. How could you guys teach him in such a short time? So that's actually a really great question. First of all, was he still like essentially a one-trick? Like, is that, I want to first verify this podcast comment and then ask about how you guys got him ready for such a huge moment.
No, so let's see here. Igor, No, Igor had a couple decks that he would also play. That wasn't just only Mortar.
Sure.
He did play Mortar like every practice. We always practice every day, leading up to Worlds. He'd play Mortar, but he'd also play other decks. He had like Giant decks. He had a Minor Wall Breakers deck. He played Lava Hound pretty well. See, so he wasn't just the one trick, and we knew that. He had the skill to play other decks.
Sure.
And let's see, so I mean, he was honestly, Igor wasn't even nervous for the games. He was pretty confident. I think that was also the season where he finished first on ladder. So, you know, he had it in him. We all knew he was skillful. We all knew he had the skills to win, and he showed off. He wasn't nervous at all. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
and he played like the god he is.
that game against then named Dandelion, now named Blizzard, where he played against the Mortar hard counter and still won, is to this day such an impressive game.
Oh, he played excellent.
Feels like Anaban's in a lot of trouble here, though. Yeah, he's got Rocket. And and you know that Edwin wanted that Lumberjack to sneak past the Tesla and go right to tower.
So this bully's doing a lot of damage. Oh, that freeze.
That is so filthy.
He's going for a lot of damage here, but he's got no elixir. He's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's hurting.
And Edwin just takes a pile of damage. So Edwin going for some big-time swings, but getting hit back in response with 842. Now remain on the tower, 794 after that hit. And now lead goes to Anaban. Did I get a raid? Did that happen on Twitch, guys? I am not watching my Twitch. Oh, XF hosted me 12 minutes ago. I didn't even see it, XF. Oh, man. Guys, when there's a big raid, call it out. I didn't even see it in the Twitch chat.
Well, I didn't even see it either. Ooh.
Hey, thanks, XF. I had no idea.
Let's go, XF. The Graveyard Goat. Goblin Hug.
I had no clue. So I don't have my alerts on because they get annoying on stream. But I need to fix that so I can get some alerts, some of those big like raid alerts at least. So at this point, it just feels like, oh, he's going to rocket here at the bridge just to clean all that up, not take too much damage. But it feels like maybe one more good miner could really be the end here. Tesla going to go down. Second Tesla, though, picks up nicely. Doesn't have rocket and cycle. Doesn't really matter, though. The control against these balloons has been very nice from Anaban.
Yeah, this matchup's pretty good for Anaban. If he just plays perfect defense, he should win this.
And log in, 353. Gotta be feeling pretty good right about now. And how many times have you seen someone in Anaban's situation throw the rocket at tower instead of play that defense?
A bunch of times.
I went through a phase.
You always gotta be calm. You gotta be calm. You can't rush things. You can't choke.
I was gonna say I went through a phase where I was a pump bow player for a little while, and Anaban going full Anaban right now. I went through a phase as a pump bow player, and the number of times people would rocket my musketeer like in one of the first couple of plays was insane. And it basically was always, oh, and Anaban, wow, I don't know what's going on here. If Anaban and Edwin have some bad blood, maybe you can fill us in on this one. But Anaban finding every possible way to BM. He might have sent a postcard to Edwin's house saying, glad you're not here at this point. I mean, that was just
who knows?
brutal.
Who knows? I don't know. Anaban's unleashing the beast within him.
Dude, I don't
no
know.
mercy from him.
I just don't know if you know what the salsa is these days, or if
not with this guy. Not with this guy.
Not with this dude.
Nope.
That was some serious. Yeah. So I was questioning, like, is Anaban just BMing with counter, or is he BMing because he and this guy have had some back and forth? I don't know. I don't know, but I'll tell you this: to everyone who's saying he's toxic, maybe. Do I think that Clash Royale needs an Anaban? Absolutely, 100%. He's
yeah. You gotta have the villain in the story. There's gotta be that one,
yep.
black sheep of the community.
And he'll be at CRO World Finals. He'll be there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anaban's been killing it.
Yeah, he's just so good at ladder. Hello, Rich. I hope you're having a good day. Says man to go to. Well, thank you. And next time I need something, I know where I'm going. Let's see. Maybe they're friends. Who knows? It could be that they're friends, and he's just BMing hard like that. But, ugh.
I don't know. I don't BM my friends. That's all I'm gonna say.
Not like
I don't
that.
BM them.
Not like
It
that.
doesn't feel good to BM them.
Not that level. My lord.
Yeah.
Let's go to the YouTube chat for a moment. Rich is watching this. Is watching the stream bad for productivity? Almost assuredly. Depends on what you're trying to produce. Are you trying to produce like? If all you're trying to if your productivity is how much Clash Royale do I watch, then this stream's great for it. But other than that, yeah, probably a bad one. Greetings from Belgium. Thank you very much. If you think that's bad, you would never survive the basketball court. That's fair. I remember when when CRL was live in LA. I know you guys had like a bunch of games, like players meeting up for soccer games and for other stuff.
Yeah.
Was soccer like the main one, or was there another sport that you guys were playing? Was it like we was hitting the court as well, or
we also would go to the beach. We played volleyball a lot.
Ooh, I didn't know. Yeah,
mainly. It was fun. Yeah, we'd go to we were pretty close to the beach in Santa Monica. It was pretty fun. We usually play with Team Queso volleyball a lot.
Oh, interesting. Who's the best volleyball player on Team Queso?
Trying to remember. It's been a while. Maybe Fuir.
Interesting. I can see that. And who's the best volleyball player on Team Liquid? It has to be you as the Florida guy.
It was either like I was decent. I was pretty good. Also, Eric was pretty good. He got into it a lot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, Mrs. Slayton was a college volleyball player. And college volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball is very fun. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a very fun to play.
Oh yeah. No, she's pretty killer. Let's see. Nice glasses, by the way. Thank you, Lynx. Appreciate it. People with the CMG in the chat here. If you haven't done yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Handball's only an NYC sport. Same with the bacon, egg, and cheese. Interesting. So it's being asked, and I know that you're gonna do what I do probably, which is like not give a clear answer to this, but it is being asked, who is your favorite player?
My favorite player? Like what do you mean? Like my favorite though?
That's just the question someone asked. Can you ask Diego?
Because I can take that different ways.
Well, maybe define it. Like someone asked me what my favorite team was from CRL 2020, and I said my favorite team in the East was Ponos, and I didn't answer from the West.
You didn't want to.
Nah. I like too many teams from the West. I'm not gonna pick sides. There.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to be specific. You don't want to kill off the wrong vibe, the wrong impression to other teams. My favorite player. Favorite player, honestly, probably Morden. I always love rooting for Morden. He's such a good guy. He also deserves it because he grinds the game like the most out of anyone, I think.
He's been there's a very short list of people who've been that good for that long, right? Like you talk about because he carried SK in 2018, and then was still getting even better in 2019 and 2020, and then still a top 10 player right now in 2021.
Yeah, he's always stayed pretty consistent since the start of first CRL. He definitely got way better since 2018, 2019, 2020. Yeah, honestly, he gets better every year.
Bag and Rockstar, what do you guys think? Some meme decks going to come out here in game number 2. Bag going pretty meta for right now in game number 1 with the drill plus drill counter. Rockstar should be able to get around, though, pretty consistently, having both the Dark Prince and the Bomber. A suggestion was made today, Diego, as a way to nerf the Goblin Drill, would be to make it the only card that can only be played on the offensive side of the board.
So you can't play it on defense?
Can't play it on defense at all, and that's the nerf.
That's interesting. So balloon decks would beat you every time if you can't do it. You lose to air most of the time. Well, these drill decks, it depends on the deck also.
They're all drill Tesla, it seems.
It helps versus E-Giant and Golem sometimes, so they would be weaker versus that, but I guess it's reasonable nerf. But I still think the card itself is too strong on towers. Like, I don't think making it worse on defense would help that much. Maybe it's better to make it worse on offense.
It's an interesting question, right? Does like making it like essentially useless on defense, does that make the commitment of it on offense that much more annoying?
I don't know, because also that's also what makes the card unique is that you can use it on both defense and offense. I don't know. It's like it's building that does both. It makes it unique in my opinion, but
It is one of the interesting things about it. That's right.
yeah, every card has like its little gimmick, and that's what I think makes it like different from other cards. It's the building that does both. But I don't know. It'd also be a good nerf. It needs a nerf either way. Whatever it is, it needs a nerf.
It needs something.
Yeah, it's too strong.
Well, there we go. Bag taking game number 1, despite Dark Prince in his opponent's deck. You can shut down that E-Giant pretty well, and then, of course, cycle. Drill's OP, it's obvious. Let's see. Does DiegoE own a dog? If so, what kind?
No, I don't own a dog. I have a cat.
What kind of cat? Hairless?
No, this got hair. It's black and white. I don't know. We've had the cat for like 6 years. The mama.
Fair enough. We had a cat as a kid. Ugh, I have a dog now, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Should the format change on players who haven't made the top 8? We'll still make finals. Clear doesn't excel in the format. It's not like finals is a snipeable ladder. Oh, like someone's basically asking, should they change the format so that Anaban can't get into World Finals? That's essentially what that question is. Because there's someone saying there's a format change where if you haven't made a single top 8, you can't make World Finals. You get points, points.
No.
And
no, that's not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Look,
yeah, I think the point system's fair.
Yeah, the point is, here's what I think is I think that the people who make World Finals, especially the top 24, right? The top 24 in particular, I think that's going to be like I don't think there's going to be anyone in the top 24 who isn't a top 50 player in the world. Does that make sense?
I agree. Yeah, I agree, honestly. I think it's a pretty good system.
It's pretty good. Now, that 8 play-in qualifier is going to be, it's still taking the top 56. The 8 play-in qualifier begins to get a little bit more, like you might have a good month and you make 32 to 56 over someone who didn't have that same kind of like one really good breakout month. But even then, I think the World Finals is going to be pretty close to the 32 best players in the world, especially that top 24 range.
Yeah, I agree. I think the way they did it's a pretty good way to decide the best players. You always see the same players always qualify, so it makes it seem consistent, which is a good thing.
Well, a big shout out to trainer Luis, who was a big part in helping them develop the concept for CRL 2021, right? Because we knew that they were going away from ladder. They were going away from teams. They just didn't know what it was going to look like. And a big part of like how they built the way it's done this year was Luis working as a consultant.
Yeah, Luis has always been he's been a pretty smart guy. He's always had good ideas. It's a pretty good idea for what he did for this year.
Well, speaking about good ideas, running Lava Miner arrows against Rockstar appears to have been a great one because Bag looking like he's about to put this one in the ground.
Yeah, Rockstar missed the bar barrel on an Inferno Dragon, which ate his right side tower. It's also misplay, but I don't think... Honestly, this matchup depends if he can stack any buildings to overwhelm him, but that didn't happen here, obviously.
And Rockstar valiantly playing a few more troops. They won't do a whole lot, though.
Yeah, this is looking like the 3 crowns are for sure.
I wonder what player... It's not even a fair assessment, right? Just thinking like who's been 3 crowned the most in this game.
3 crowned the most?
Yeah. And not three when you're in a 1v1 tower situation, but like you just got blown out.
Like which player's been 3 crowned the most?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Dash Tom in the YouTube chat asking, which deck are you running nowadays?
I've been playing the drill deck with Ghost, Bandit, and Bomber and Princess. That spammy deck with no spell. And I've also been playing RG with Mother Witch, Fireball, Fisherman, the standard deck, Fireball Log.
Those are 2 decks that I both want to try on ladder, but my my Princess isn't maxed, and neither is my Mother Witch. And so both of those decks have been because I just never was a bait player, so I never maxed Princess, which is the really annoying one. Mother Witch, it's like whatever. I didn't max Mother Witch because she's newer, but yeah, not having Princess maxed. I'm working on it right now 'Cause I'm about ready to push her. And as soon as I get her back, so I'm gonna play that drill spammy deck. That seems fun.
Yeah, usually I didn't focus on upgrading for a couple months, and I checked on my Mother Witch, and I had like 20, I don't know, I had 100 like tokens, and I just got her maxed in like a second. I didn't even realize I had anything.
Now here's a question for you. What is your favorite deck of all time?
My favorite deck, like specific deck?
Yeah, what's like of all time, if there's one you're like, man, this is the one that makes me want to play the game.
Yeah, it's right after, I think it was like by the World Finals, it was the meta deck when they made Wall Breakers pretty strong. So it was like Miner, Wall Breakers, Bomb Tower, the Magic Archer. It's like Log, Valkyrie, Skeletons, Bats.
Dude,
you remember that?
You know what's going on? You know what's crazy here? My favorite deck of all time as well.
Dude, because it was quick cycle. I also did good on ladder that season. I finished top 32. So it was like, I just loved playing Miner cycle with like Wall Breakers. It's so much fun.
I just loved it. I thought Miner and Wall Breakers was fun. And then the Magic Archer, like, I just think Magic Archer is the cool, is like, you talk about cards where the concept is brilliant.
It's literally my favorite card.
Yeah.
It's literally my favorite card.
It's so cool. Yeah, in fact, during the Infinite Elixir challenges, I play a Miner Magic Archer NATO Mirror cycle deck. Because I don't care. Like, if you're not memeing, you're not playing, in my opinion, in those type of events. And so I just try to, like, I go, hey, I hope you don't have Fireball. I'm gonna stack 400 archers. Let's go. And and I use Miner. I actually don't even put Miner on tower typically. I use it defensively on the offensive side of the board to help gather troops together, like almost like to use it sort of like a second NATO in a way. So I get them all those Magic Archer focuses. It's super fun.
There's a guy that said that's why I love Martin, because he's my wall breaker mentor, and he's absolutely right. I watched Martin play wall breakers, Minor wall breakers 100 times. I've learned so much from watching him play.
Do you remember who was the first person to play Minor wall breakers in CRL?
Was it Thunderstruck?
It was not.
No, I thought he made like a Minor wall breakers deck with cannon. I don't remember that.
Unless I'm getting it wrong, which I don't believe I am. It was Tommy. And it was when wall breakers were still 3 elixir. And he played it against, I want to say against Wings. And basically the tribe was like, oh, we got literally the one matchup we didn't want to get for that deck. Any other matchup we felt good, we got the one matchup we didn't want to get with Minor wall breakers. And it was, again, they were still 3 elixir, and Tommy was like, we all thought, I started playing it a bunch after that going, oh, this is really cool, even if that matchup was bad for it. And then they became 2 elixir and exploded. And it was like, it was the meta.
Yeah, for 3 elixir, it's definitely way too overpriced. 2 is perfect, I think. It's such a good card, because for so little elixir, you can apply pressure. It makes the game different.
Yeah, but nothing as cool as Magic Archer. That's for sure. Let's see. Wall Breakers
I
Drill.
agree.
Musketeer says Luke. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, when did Magic Archer come out? Was that... Because I'm thinking about... I don't think Magic Archer was around. And was Magic Archer in 2018 CRL? I'm trying to think about that.
I don't think so. I'm trying to think.
Because I remember that 3M Royal Hogs was huge in 3M Royal Hogs Hunter was big in 2018 CRL.
Yeah.
The Siegs deck was really big for a minute. That no win condition deck.
I want to say it came out in like 2019, like at the start.
That feels right. All right, here we go. Rockstar and Betfas. We're getting near the end of the day here, folks. Not quite, but close. And with that being said, if you have not yet, subscribe to my channel. Magic Archer was released February 3rd, 2018. I guess Magic Archer was in...
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, then it probably wasn't that meta though, because I don't think I ever saw it that much in the 2018 CRL. Like, I don't think anyone ever played it.
Yeah, like, I wonder if there was a big buff.
Wait, I lied. I remember playing Magic Archer Royal Hogs in 2018. I do remember that. I do remember, yep. With Rascals and Ghosts, it was a good deck.
Rascals. Oof.
Yep, Tombstone, Poison Log. That was my best season. I finished 11th. Maybe it got meta like right when CRL was ending.
trying to think about that. Electro Dragon was released during CRL. Remember that?
Yeah, wasn't it during the World Finals? Or
It was first playable at World Finals.
oh, okay.
It wasn't playable until CRL Worlds. I think it was released like it was released either. I think it was released in October, and then November was all about Electro Dragon. Recruits was the one that was released like a month before CRL. Recruits was, or was Recruits released a month before CRL West? No.
I'm thinking it was CRL. Wait, was it CRL West or no? No, I don't think it was.
I think it was.
But it did become meta. It was meta though at one point. I remember.
Well, it got released and then got super emergency nerf right before CRL started.
Yep, and then I think remember in the second split for 2019, in 2v2 they started playing a lot of Royal Recruits.
Well, that was when Fisherman came out. Recruits Fisherman came out and Recruits were necessary to counter Fisherman. So you saw some in 2v2, but then also like ended up being in it was in 2v2 a bunch, and then it was in. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Fisherman that made it. Oh, and there you go, GG. And that I think it was Fisherman.
Yeah, he overwhelmed them with the mother.
E-Drag released September of 2018. There you go. And Betfas just spamming that princess here.
Yeah, poor Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar having a tough day of it today. That's for sure. And Betfas now with the 1-game advantage. Poison wasn't the best choice, says Thanos. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Zigzag Nemesis saying, I think Goblin Gang should include the Goblin Brawler in the middle. That would be fun. I think that'd be OP, because then for 3 elixir and you can't log it off. Unless you change what it costs. So we're saying Rockstar versus Rich Slate in BO3, I would pay for that.
You could beat him.
I think I could beat Rockstar.
Yeah.
I think I could beat Rockstar. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, Rockstar isn't necessarily bad, but he's not like pro level.
Yeah. No, that's an interesting one. I think I could beat him. I don't know, because I actually play I don't know, because I play meta and he plays weird. So that'd be interesting. God, that's a compelling match. Like, our two audiences don't overlap at all. The only real showcase match I have is when Ash and I played, because it was in my he showed up in my stream and people were like, you guys should play, and then we played like an impromptu BO5, which I put on as my channel.
How'd that go?
I won it in 5, I think. I either won it in 4 or in 5.
Ooh,
I can't remember. It was a good match overall. I put it on my channel, labeled it Schmo versus Schmo. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. And that was some of the most fun I've ever had doing. I enjoy these, but I don't like putting my own gameplay on streams. It stresses me out. That was the most fun I've ever had playing Clash Royale on a stream. Was because Ash and I were just giggling the entire time and laughing at each other.
Yeah, just playing against your friend or someone you know. It was always the makes the game better.
Yep. But you could beat him in a boxing. Let's see. You could beat him in a boxing match, says Desperado. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely my Muay Thai. I mean, straight boxing is always gonna be a question, but if we're doing Muay Thai, yeah, no, I'd take Rockstar in a Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu. I bet I'd take him. Straight up boxing, I wouldn't. I don't know what his boxing skills are. Probably still better.
Who, Rockstars?
I probably have better boxing than Rockstar because I've done it.
Yeah, I don't think Rockstar is a fighter. I mean, just to be honest.
Yeah. If it's Muay Thai, it's Rockstar going Giant Witch, Dark Prince. Okay, that Fireball works.
Giant Graveyard. Yeah, Giant Graveyard versus Minor Wallbreaker cycle with. He has Dark Goblin, but you got arrows for that.
This is dual format. Bia over on the Twitch. What if Rockstar's a Muay Thai expert? I just don't believe it. I don't believe Rockstar's a Muay Thai expert. I don't buy it. That's what I'm betting on. Is that Rockstar is not a Muay Thai, is not trained in Muay Thai. So my guess is between the fact that I've done Muay Thai and that I weigh 2 Rockstars probably by comparison, is my guess. I think I'd have the matchup there. MMA.
Yeah, I'd agree there. Interesting BM from Rockstar.
Yeah. Sylph saying MMA you versus Ash. I don't know, man. Ash is. I don't know if Ash has ever trained anything, but I do know that he is ripped. Like Ash is a massive dude.
Yeah, Ash is big. He's a big guy.
Yeah. And he's from Boston too, so you feel like he's had a dust up or two. You know what I mean? Like you don't grow up in that area and never got into even a schoolyard fight. You know what I mean? So
nah, yeah, Ash would knock someone out if it came down to it.
That's my feeling. But he's so nice, though. You know what? This specific question comes up on chat often, actually. And my answer has always been, I think that what you have to do is you have to get him early, because he's so nice. He wouldn't like actually try to fight you. So you have to beat him early, and then if you don't beat him early and he gets angry, then you're in trouble. That's I think my go-to answer on the Ash matchup. Get him early or you're done. Take advantage.
Yeah.
Take advantage of how nice he is.
Yeah, exactly. Vero did a lot of damage on the left.
Yeah, quite a bit.
He also did more on the right. Good pressure from Betfas. That's what he needs to do. Oh, doesn't predict the scar me. He can make a good push here. Oh, he wasted the Dark God. Can he cycle?
This is interesting. Final minute 55. Dark Prince. Does it pick up? Picks up some of this.
Double giant. Oh, looking like it's game here. Arrow that? Can he test that?
Double giants in. I think you're about 2 seconds ahead of me here. Oh boy.
Oh, am I ahead?
You're ahead by about a second or two. Could I beat Jake Paul in a fight? Probably not, because he's like legitimately training and he's in way better shape than I am. Who's the co-caster? Asks Max Pang. Well, check it out, Max. Right below DiegoE, CRL World Champion. DiegoE.
Hello.
Man,
interesting. Rockstar. Rockstar got that win. He's pretty hyped.
Look, you know what? You celebrate. You celebrate your dubs. You know. You got to.
Yeah.
Especially if there's not a lot.
If he can get this last one, this third one, he's gonna be pretty happy.
If he gets a match victory here. Ooh boy.
Ooh.
Ooh boy. Blake's dog.
Yeah, for Betfas pretty hard.
The chat's popping off on the Twitch side with surprise. Rich is 72 kilograms a good fight weight. I don't know. I don't speak kilograms. So there you go.
Yeah, I have no idea how to convert kilograms to pounds. Yep. I'm not gonna lie.
No clue.
Like, just say pounds, please.
Yeah. Or stone. Put it in stone, which is what the British do.
Stone.
Yeah. It's always fun watching UFC events that are in Britain because they always add stone as the secondary weight, which is the funniest measurement. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Okay.
Okay. So it's like double, but a little bit more.
Is 160 a good fight weight? Depends on. I mean, it seems like it's pretty good, right in the middle.
60 is decent.
I don't know why you keep calling it DiegoE when his name is clearly DiegoE. Got it.
You know the first person to ever say that, like DiegoE in my name?
I know who said that.
You do know?
I don't know.
Oh, Sir Tag. He's the one who first told me that. Way back. He just called me DiegoE. That was funny.
That's fair. Kilograms is way better than pounds. Why? Why is kilograms better? Is because everyone else uses it except for us? Is that why?
Yeah, look, it might sound a little selfish on our part to only say that you just need pounds.
Yep.
And the rest of the world's just kilograms.
Sorry, world, get on board with pounds. Yeah, the UFC light heavyweight division is not something kilograms. It's 205 pounds. It's 205. It's not like whatever that would be, like 92 kilograms. If you told me a guy weighs 95 kilograms, it's like the least scary. Like, there's nothing frightening about you telling me that.
Yeah, if it's under 100, like you just can't assume that he's like, big.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy is 95 kilograms, I think, is a little over 200 pounds, right? Because it's 180 or 190, and then you had that 0.2, right? So that's a pretty big dude. But you say 95 kilograms, I'm like, Get out of here, 95 kilograms.
It doesn't sound like a lot.
I'll kick sand in your face, 95 kilograms. I'll kick sand in your place and buy your girlfriend a gift at 95 kilograms.
Oh, late log from Rockstar. That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, log is off. Not to mention playing the Valk high to hold. Good math. 95 kilograms is 209, 210 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Rockstar
What second are you on, by the way?
I'm at 42, 41, 40, 39,
Ooh, okay.
38.
Okay.
37. We good? 6, 5.
Not yet.
4, 3.
3. Okay,
32.
perfect.
Boom. There we go. Is
I
this
was a
dual
little bit ahead,
mode?
that's why.
Yes, this is dual mode. This is dual mode indeed.
Yeah, it's a pretty close game. Small advantage for Betfas here.
Rockstar
I
going
think
meta.
if Rockstar, yeah, I think if Rockstar plays perfect, like or good, he wins this. But he has no elixir for this drill. It's gonna kill him. Ooh.
And the mortar
That's a
connection.
Log.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
oh boy, that's
it.
a whole lot of things. And Rockstar in a lot of trouble here. Do you prefer the Ice Spirit or another variant of this deck out of Rockstar?
Oh wait, they're saying I'm still ahead. I need to make sure I'm not.
45,
Am I still?
44,
Yeah.
43.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
we're on the
that
same
message was just
page.
behind.
Making sure. Yeah. Okay. Making sure. What did you ask? Sorry.
What I was asking is, do you prefer the Ice Spirit variant of this deck, or do you prefer a different variant, like the Fire or Electro Spirit version?
Honestly, I don't know. Probably with the. I think I like the Fire Spirit version the best. I think Fire Spirit's probably the strongest. Ice Spirit's also fine, but like Fire Spirit's better versus what Drill versus Swarm. It's good versus Golem when Golem has Night Witch. I think it's better to play with Fire Spirit.
And
Also cycling it does the most damage.
And Betfas just letting him have it. And the drill emote on top of it. Rockstar not gonna get the dub today. Not gonna make it happen.
Ooh, poor Rockstar.
Yep. Not gonna make it happen.
Who's next up?
Next up, let's take a look. I think it's gonna be Magma versus Anaban for our last matchup. Let me just double check that.
Ooh,
Let
this should be a good one.
Yeah, Magma versus Anaban.
Magma's pretty underrated.
Let me just go ahead and check this real quick. Let me go to the chat here and ask if this is the last match? Question mark. You never know. You never know. Which deck does EQ work best with Hog? Hog EQ is the. Hog EQ is what's up. As someone who's 79 kilograms deeply offended, I feel big even though Americans don't recognize it. Yeah, no. If there's just no way you could say someone's 99 kilograms and that's a big person. That's a big dude, 99 kilograms. And I'm just like, 99 kilograms, like, why? What am I scared about? Like, it just wouldn't register with me at all. So sorry if you are a hefty amount of kilograms, but you should switch to pounds.
Yo, Rich, someone asked if you have any funny stories from the CRL days. I'm trying to remember. Do you remember?
I'm trying to think.
Any funny stories to tell?
I'm trying to think about the ones that are good for stream.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is the last match.
This someone couldn't stay on stream.
Yeah, for sure. This is the last match. Going to be Magma versus Anaban. Let's see. Yeah, I understand people saying I should stream it versus Discord. I just don't want to add more stress to my machine. Let's go ahead and jump into our last game. Let me think about that. A good CRL story.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the time that I fell off the stage at CRL West and had to go to the urgent care, and we had to delay filming.
Oh.
When I took a header right into the desk in front of Immortals.
Oh yeah, I remember you weren't in the studio. You were in the. Oh yeah, which day was that? Was that for the first split or the second? Do you remember?
I think it was second split. I mean, my shoulder is still messed up from that. Like, I might have to have shoulder surgery eventually.
Oh no.
Yeah. I probably should have sued that place, but that's a whole different conversation.
Oh no, the earbarbs.
Oh
He got
boy.
nothing to eat, bro. I've
Oh,
already used
boy.
this P.E.K.K.A.
Oh boy, cycling P.E.K.K.A that early is such a choice. I guess he's trying to cycle it because the recruits were gone, but
He's got Ewiz. Ewiz here? Wonder if he has Ewiz. Should either that or Mother Witch.
oh, and it's drill. And it's drill. This feels like a GG here in game 1.
Yeah, he lost in one push. I think just recruits versus P.E.K.K.A is pretty tough for P.E.K.K.A to break through. Just needs to play full defense and he wins this.
Yeah. It seems like that's the end here. And then it's a question of can Anaban get game number 2 in. Magma, Anaban, and Bag all tied at 3-1 right now. Bag versus Edwin taking place off stream. I'll give you updates on that one when I have them. Right now it's tied 1-1.
It's pretty close to the standings. The two below, fourth and fifth, have 2 wins, so it's only 1 win off the top 3.
Hello, Cosmin. My favorite comment, and don't all do it now, YouTube viewers and Twitch viewers, but when someone shows up and just types hello, and that's it, I'm just like...
You like that?
I don't know why.
Like
it just
say hello?
It just seems so quaint.
It's like, what, polite? Just like, letting you know you're here?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello to the people in the chat.
Yeah, now everyone's just saying hi.
What up? Yeah, no connection, that's SCG.
Yeah, that's it. So.
Rough game from Anaban.
Yeah, well, they happen. You know what else happens? Is you subscribe to my channel. That also happens. Don't forget to use code RICH as well in the Supercell shop if you buy things. If you're buying that, if you're getting the pass or 10,000 gems, whatever it is, especially if you're getting 10,000 gems, use that code RICH that was up here just a second ago. And, of course, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. We're making the push. Diego, we're making the push to 30,000 subs right now.
Oh, let's go.
The official count.
You're almost there.
The official count right now is, drum roll please, 29,296. That's our official count.
Okay,
right now.
Just a little bit longer and you're going to break that, no problem.
Yeah, it's true. Hello from Utah, USA. Strong call. Strong call, thank you.
Utah.
Yeah, that was, well, someone typed that in the chat once. They said hello from Utah, USA, and I was like, this has to be like a Russian pretending to be from Utah. There's no way. Like, who writes that? Who writes that other than a sleeper cell agent, right? Hello from Utah, USA. I like American things like baseball and pies. You're like, what is happening?
Utah's a nice state, though. I can't lie. It is a nice state.
Chili Toast asking, Rich, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. Dash Tom saying, bye, Diego and Rich. Sure.
Dash?
That's some weird... Okay, so can you... There's a question in the YouTube chat, and if you say, like, just can't comment on it, let me know. But
I see it.
Is that one that you can't comment on, or was that just like a matchup thing?
Let me think about this. Let me jog my memory real quick for this question.
I'll read the question. At some point in early CRL, Hazard, aka Busby, mouthed "sorry" to Canario on stage, and my guess is it was a matchup.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah. So this was okay. I think I can talk about this. We're cool now. On the second split, I think we played 2v2 versus. Wait, no, this was not the second split. This was the first split we played versus Energy. When Charlie was in our team. He didn't play that match, but I think it was in the 2v2 Sergio Canario. They had like a win versus Energy, something like that, and then I don't know if they asked for a rematch or something happened. It just made Canario mad, and they lost the 2v2. Then Canario went in the King of the Hill first and swept them, and I think he BM'd Carter. I don't remember.
Oh,
but it was,
yeah.
there was some also beef on the sidelines with Chief J and Eric. Like, it was just like, because I think they were just angry with also the refs. There was just a lot of bad stuff.
Sure.
But we're good now. We're all good now.
All good now.
Okay.
I was supposed to cast CWA Finals. What happened? The scheduling. The CWA Finals, the scheduling was up in the air because of what was happening, because of the timing because the players from Asia were in it, and it changed the timing, and it was a timing that just didn't work for me. So I was going to cast it, and I was going to cast half of it, and then it was way too early in the day, and it just became crazy, and just let Eric have the whole thing. And that's why I didn't cast the CWA finals. But I've been putting some of the best of matches from the CWA 3 on my YouTube channel. So there you go.
No problem to the guy's question I answered in the chat. No problem at all. Pretty interesting matchup here. Hug Cycle versus RG.
Yeah.
I think he's playing the RG deck I was talking about. Yeah, with Mother Witch.
Yep.
He either has Lightning or Fireball here.
It's interesting, you know, you and I have a perspective, or the people who were at CRL have a perspective because, you know, no secret that those first few seasons were pre-recorded. And there's a lot of stuff that happened off the recording that there's not as much it didn't happen all the time, but every once in a while something that happened off the recording, like
they don't show it.
Exactly, or like there's a contextual piece that was addressed there. So there were a few of those ones, which are always interesting. Maybe, you know, one day would someone read a tell-all book about the behind the scenes of CRL? It's not that interesting. Like a tell-all video. When this is all said and done, once CRL does its last ever season, I'll do the tell-all video of all the different things that happen behind the scenes. But not until CRL's over.
Of course.
Over forever.
It's always cool. You know, there's always a lot of things that happen that it wasn't really talked about. It makes it interesting. This is a good thing.
RG sets up to the right-hand side, 1050 on that right-hand bottom tower to 1818, and pressure it with the hog of the opposite direction. And not everyone knows this, and maybe it's just not worth it all the time, but you can play that fisherman up high in the middle once the King Tower is activated and fully counter hog for no damage.
Oh, RG locked on. Tesla didn't get the RG. Yeah, he's got lightning. That's
and there's no lightning block available. No block available. So Anaban takes this one. And we're going to go to a game 3.
Yeah, because of the fisherman, it makes his matchup pretty hard for Hog. Even if he switches lanes, lightning Tesla, RG push at the back, he's going to lose.
So the way that you fully counter Hog with fisherman there is you have to play it one tile higher, I believe, than Anaban played it. And you have to basically be hovering fisherman and drop it pretty much right when that hog gets dropped. It's hard to do, but it is doable. I've tested it.
Yeah, once you have King activated and you have Fisherman always ready for the hug, it doesn't get any hits, it's the perfect counter.
Let's see. Pederic, shout out to my boys, and special shout out to someone specific. I'm not going to read that because I don't know if I'm saying something I'm not supposed to. Let's see. Oh, so yeah, Memo bringing up one of the big days. You know, that'll be in when we do the book or the video of all the things that happen behind the scenes. That the story of that day will be in that one, because that was an interesting day.
I remember that day.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, that one.
That was a sad day for me.
I'll tell you guys right now that again that will be in the when the last season of CRL is ever played, and I'll put that one in the video or the book. Literally anything that could have gone wrong that day went wrong, and I'll tell you guys all about it one day in the future, but not quite yet. Let's see, Diego. I just won a GC by winning with Hog EQ Valk against Golem Clone. Are you proud of me? Says Jorgen.
Jorgen, I'm so proud of you for winning that matchup. It's pretty tough matchup to play, especially with Clone. If you have EQ, no Fireball, it makes that matchup super hard. So good job on winning that.
Dude, he's so proud of you. He's so proud of you right now. How old am I? I'm 85, which is it's crazy how good I look for 85 chili test. Yeah, I know.
What's the secret, Rich?
Eat whatever you want and don't exercise. Edwin beat Bag 2-1 as a result for everybody, so that's going to affect these standings, just so you guys know. Edwin taking Bag down 2-1.
Ooh, did it happen off stream?
It happened off stream, so that's the update. We're going to our final game here of Anaban and Magma, and the votes on Revel's stream are 90% for Anaban. It's starting to shift, but it's like very, very Magma. Hey, did someone say Sir Tag in the house? Did Tag just show up here?
Hey! Oh yeah, Tag's in
Hey!
the chat. What up, Tag?
Tag in the chat. What's happening? Guys, if you ever wanted to do Tag Notice Me, it's in the Twitch chat right now. If I can import any character from any video game to Clash of Clans, or to Clash Royale, who would it be? Any character from any video game into Clash. Who would it be? That's a compelling one. Let's see. Let me think about that one.
Like a superhero that'd be in Clash or something? Movie character.
Any character from any video game. I think that... Let me think about this in... Because a lot of the characters that are already in World of Warcraft are kind of already have like comparable characters in Clash. And that's the game I played the most before CR probably was World of Warcraft. Let's see. I don't know. You have any thoughts? Master Chief, says someone. They bring in Master Chief. What do you do?
Master Chief. Dude, Master Chief. Oh, Halo. My childhood.
Yeah. I bring in Sonic. So he could bounce off. But Bandit is already Sonic, right? If you could reskin the game. You could reskin the game like it was Smash Brothers, and like the Bandit would be Sonic, right? Like the Valkyrie would be like a Barb from Diablo. What class was I in WoW? I mained a Resto Shaman, and I quit playing after Burning Crusade. I played up through Burning Crusade and then switched and then quit. But I mained a Resto Shaman, and then my alt was a Shadow Priest. So Magma going Lavaloon here in the final game.
Ooh, good activation. Ooh, E-Golem, I think, from Anaban. Yeah, it looks like it. He's gonna need a lot, but he defended, which is a good thing.
Minute already gone.
Wow, good healer.
And that's huge.
Ooh,
and didn't get the King Tower activation as well.
Yeah, misclicked that. Match is pretty even. I think you should go to Anaban though. If it depends on Magma's last card. If he doesn't have like a big spell, he can just stack units and beat Magma. That Barb Hut 2 is annoying.
I've said it many times. I think the Barb Hut meta was the worst meta in the history of the game. At least from a casting perspective, it was terrible.
You hated it every time someone played Barb Hut. It was just boring, right?
It was just so boring. Like, what am I casting? Just you guys both sit there and play Barb Hut and see who can like barely spell cycle a way down to win like 1500 HP to 1400 HP on your towers. It was just the most unwatchable thing.
Eagle counter push at the bridge. I think this is gonna be it. Let's see here.
And there's no building.
Yeah, no building, no spell. Lava Hound deck should have really bad defense. This one though. Yeah, he gave up, I think. Oh, that's game.
And there you go. Anaban, I think, gonna end up being the leader on the day now. After beating Magma, and we saw Bag take the L, I think that leaves Anaban as #1 in Group D for the moment.
Yeah, we'll play.
Which, considering the trashing he's gotten in chat today for his competitive play, I'm going to have to go ahead and give Anaban his flowers today on that one. For sure.
I mean, that's why he's up there on the leaderboard for CRL.
There you go. There you go.
Stats don't lie. Stats don't lie.
Now, is E-Golem awful, and do I hate the Stinky Cheese deck? Yes. Yes, I do. But there you go.
We all do. We all do. Let's be honest.
We all do. Let's see what our final sub... guys, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. Why? Because it's awesome. And all the cool stuff happens here. All the cool things. If there's a cool thing that happens, it happens here on my channel. The most fun place for Clash Royale Esports. Cool, and let's see. Our current sub count is 29,300. Exactly on the dot. So we are 700 subs away from 30K. That's a huge one.
Ooh, did you go up 100?
I went up
100. You were at 2.
Yeah, I went up 100 today. And here we go. The final standings for the day. Anaban currently in the lead at 4-1. Bag and Magma and Edwin all tied at 3-2. Betfas at a 2-3, and Rockstar with some charity here, going 0-5. Just wanted to distribute those wins to everyone else to make sure everyone else got one. That was very kind of him to give those wins to everybody else. So big one for Anaban, though. The hero on the day, the villain turned hero, if you will. So we'll see how far it goes away. Hey, it's someone Saketh just putting out, I'm only 70,700 subs away from 100K. All right, that's not bad. Only 70,700. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. We'll get there. That's the plan. Are you whatchamacallit? Are you? I don't know if have you ever really done content at all, like streaming or YouTube or anything like that?
No, I don't. I always just liked playing the game and just competing. That's what I just mainly did. I did like maybe total of 10 streams in the past through 2018 and then in 2020, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's
just competing is what I like doing.
You know, everyone has their preference, right? Like I would rather talk. I've said this many times. I'll be more nervous playing in front of 2 people than talking in front of 2,000 or 20,000 or whatever it is. Everyone has their different versions of it. I'm just confirming. I believe that was our last match of the day. I'm confirming that right now. Let me go ahead and get that info. I believe that we're going to be finished. But everyone, I do really appreciate you being here. Of course, appreciate Diego for jumping in. It's always good to get a chance to chat, and great having you on stream and kind of talking about some history and talking about what we're seeing in front of us as well. They're closing things up over on the stream here in just a moment. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, if you don't use code RICH, use someone's code. Support a creator. If you're on Twitch, hang out for a minute. We're going to go ahead and get a cool host for someone who needs it. And if you're on YouTube, peace, and I will catch you later. Bye.
Cool. Thanks for having me, Rich.
For sure. Hold on. I'm about to end the YouTube stream right here. And there we go.